got to actually like save my notes from last session. Like my computer crashed. I think it was last session. Do you remember mid-session? Yeah, near the end of our session last game, it crashed, and I came back 5 minutes later. It didn't save.
Well, do this. Use either, I don't know, what were you using to take notes? What program?
Microsoft Word.
So, before you start writing the notes, save the file so that it auto saves, or Control S every couple.
I usually do that, and I thought I did that last time. I don't know what happened, but
You can
nothing
recover,
is there.
You recover
Just the
documents
date
in Microsoft Office. When you restart the program, it says, "Oh,
it wasn't there."
It's never worked.
Trust me, I rely on those that heavily. My auto saved and backup and recovery files. Nothing was there. Zero. All that it had was the date from the session at the start of my of it, and so fucking, I don't know. I'm gonna have to watch the stream and at some point and take notes from it.
Well, do this. I'm
live, by the way.
Oh, good. Oh, so you can join the thing. Oh, good. When you join, you can see the. I can get your reaction to whatever's different. We'll do this, Zach. Tonight, I'm gonna recap as soon as I turn my stream on. I'm gonna recap where you guys are. 90% of the session is role play back and forth, and you guys talking about what you're gonna do. I can recap the important key parts like in 2 minutes, and plus it's good to get everyone up to like, oh yeah, that's what we were doing. Oh yeah, that's what our plan was. So I'm gonna do that anyway, and then just take notes tonight. And since you're conscious of it now, you can take extra notes. But take notes of the recap too, because that'll help you get started on the other one. Instead of you trying to remember it, I recap it and then you take notes of the recap.
If the DM recaps it, that's probably an important detail.
Exactly.
If we notice, hey, he didn't mention anything about the drinking contest. Oh, that didn't matter.
Or like the one time you're like, oh, and look, roll for this. Oh, you noticed the same gnome-looking guy again. Okay, cool. All right, I want to know. Okay, roll again. Oh, you noticed the gnome guy again. What the fuck is with this gnome? Why do you keep bringing him up? I don't give a shit about the gnome. He's the mob you're looking for. He's literally the connector to the next quest, Zach.
Exactly. So yeah, when the DM says something, it's probably important because the DM doesn't think about things that aren't important usually.
Probably.
Let me promote Nick. Okay, so let me start my stream, and then I'm going to talk about. There's not a whole lot of changes, but you can see stuff looks a little bit different, and I'm going to try and go over. I was trying to do this mid-game. Hold on, let me start recording. Can someone say something? I want to make sure my audio is working.
Something.
All right, cool. Okay, so the changes.
I don't see any changes.
Oh, well, good. You will when I point them out, and then you'll notice. So last stream, what I was trying to do, I want to measure in feet. I want every inch on the measuring table, thing to be a foot. So you can say this is 30 feet away, this is 40 feet away. But in order to change the measurement, you either have to have your things scaled within centimeters or inches, which is way too big or way too small for feet, or you set the grid size on the table and then you measure by grid units. But the grid size that I wanted to be exactly with feet makes the grids twice as big, because I want each 0.1 of a unit to be 1 foot, because then 1 square is 0.5, which is 5 feet, and 2 squares is 1.0, which is 10 feet. But to do that, the grids have to be 4 by 4 squares. So if you'll zoom into one of your characters, you'll notice that there's no grid lines in the center of the squares. Each grid is 4 by 4 squares. So it's not 1 square, you're in 1 corner of the square, but there's not grid lines dividing it. I've looked for something that allows me to have 2 grids, one that controls the ruler and one that adds an actual grid, but not a big deal, because most of the maps I'm going to use have grids pre-printed on them. So the grid that's in the game, I'm going to have, not in this map, because this map needs a grid, I'm going to have them completely turned off. So you guys aren't even going to notice the grid. All you'll know is that when you do the measuring tape, that's in feet.
How do I do the measuring tape?
But wait, is it feet? Because that looks like meters right now.
Okay, that's the other thing, is your measuring thing is customizable by client. So in the top left, mouse over the 4th thing down, it's a line tool. And you need to set your thing. The very far left circle says units. It probably says CM. Click it until it says grid. Everyone needs to do that.
Okay, yeah, that's what it was on. I thought you said it was in feet.
Okay, so it's in feet insofar as 1.0 is 10 feet. Every decimal point is 1 foot.
Oh, yeah, no, you
Yeah.
explained that before. I forgot. I'm
Well,
sorry.
no, before I was trying to get it to do that and it wasn't working. We had to do some weird math where it's like every unit is 5 feet, so 6 units is 30. No, I wanted it to be exact. So you can say 25. That's 25 feet. The other important thing is going to be for accurate measuring. The second from the right where it says either edge or center right now, make sure it says edge, because when you have large creatures like the spider, if you measure from the center, that's not right, because you need to measure from the furthest edge of the square, because you're measuring from the square that it occupies. There's no way to measure without changing it to snap to grid, which I don't like. There's no way to measure perfectly edge to edge, but edge of the token is the closest you can get. So here's how it works. You move your tokens on the grid. We're going to use the grid as much as we can, but you don't necessarily have to be on the grid. You can move 2 feet of movement if you want. I just don't want to keep track of all that to a deep level. So generally, stay within a quadrant of these grid lines, right? To measure if you're in range of something, mouse over it, hold tab, and mouse to yourself, or the other way around. If that measurement is less than or equal to the range of whatever, it's in range. So from Kara, Kara, make sure you change this last thing, the hovered object. Change it in the line tool. It should be edge. There you go.
Okay.
So Kara to this violet fungus is 1.4 units, which is read as 14 feet, which means it's within 15 feet. And if you count grid squares, 5, 10, 15. So I've already checked it a couple of different ways. If it's lower than the number, it's within that range. And you would round, if you're trying to get exact distance, you would round up. So 1.4 is 14, that's 15 feet away by the grid. But we can do like smaller movements, but when we're doing combat, we're going to stick to 5 feet because that's really how the grid combat's played. But if we need to, we can do more fine details. But it's really great for like, okay, how far away is Toddy from Jacina? We can count grid squares and be like, oh, do we do diagonal or just boom, boom, 38 feet? How far is Kara from Jacina? 54 feet. So if you need to do something that's 60 feet, you can hit Kara with it, but 50 feet, she's too far away. So does everyone measure from giant spider to Jacina? No reason. I just want to make sure your things are set to edge. So it's okay. Yep. 2.7. Okay. Zach, you need to make sure your thing is set to edge, not center.
I'm always edging. What the fuck are you talking about? Okay, now it's set to edge.
Wait, who am I
Giant-
measuring?
Jake is
again?
like, I don't want to hear that. I don't. Dude, I edged
Giant
when
spider
I
to
was like
Jacina.
a kid before that was even a phrase. And then when they finally said, "Hey, have you heard of this new thing?" I'm like, I've been doing that for years. Oh, I'm gonna shut my mouth now. Sorry, I'm a little stoned.
Clearly. Okay, yeah. So everything's good. So yeah, Jacina, if you had an ability that was within 30 feet, the spider would be within 30 feet, but it's not within 25 feet. Does that make sense? Everyone understand how the measurement works?
Yeah.
And
Yep.
is everyone okay with the grids not being split into 4 individual squares? It kind of feels a little weird to me not to have the square you can center, but you've still got the grid as a guide.
I can visualize 4 squares.
Okay.
Yeah.
And like I said, I kind of want to show you. Oh, let me show the other map. Let me show the wench map.
Right
That
now,
has a grid.
Will's puking in the bathroom. It's like, sorry, I forgot.
See the
forget when other
welcome
people are
wench
on.
map. It's already got a grid on it, so if you're on this map, you can measure distance on here, and each square is 5 feet.
Okay.
So that's how we'll do that. Is most of the maps are going to have its own grid anyway, and you don't have to worry about it. But when we're on like a generic map, like a town or something, then it's going to be 10-foot squares. But you still have to position within the 5 feet. Anyway, Oh, also one other cool thing you guys might like. Can you guys see the note in the bottom right?
Yes.
Okay. I put
Yeah.
the things I want to talk about there. If you select some dice, you can shake them and it gathers them up in your hand, and then you can toss them on the table and it rolls them.
Whoa.
I figured out how to make it do that.
Wait, how
You
is
did.
that
That's
new?
awesome.
You couldn't do that
Because before it didn't, it just kind of dropped them like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, watch. I'll change it real
Wait,
quick.
where's
It's
my dice? I can't find my dice.
Which one were they?
I don't
They're the-
remember.
I thought they were the green ones.
No, they would have been like purple or black.
I've got black and red ones down here in the corner. I recollect them because
Yeah.
you guys leave them all over the table, so I put them in one place.
And whose fault is that? Definitely not mine. Holy fuck, that's so cool.
No, you're not even. You're just dropping them straight down. Like you can toss.
No,
them
I
across the table.
threw them. I threw them. See?
Oh, I might be looking at. Oh, I'm looking at Nick. Yeah, Nick's
Yeah,
tossing
you're
them
looking
straight
at
down.
Nick. Stupid Nick.
The other
I mean,
thing
I
is-
love you.
Physic objects won't interact with other physics objects if they're standing still. So you can't knock over tokens or move someone's token aside or fuck anything up.
But if we throw both dice at the same time in the same spot, like I just did, some of the dice do clink together.
They will interact with each other as long as they are all moving. They won't
Yes,
interact
they
with any objects at rest. Will not do physics interactions.
Oh my god, it's like Newtonian physics. All right, hold on, I gotta test this out.
So yeah, I can throw my dice through all of your guys' dice.
It just knocks some dice. Oh nope, somebody was holding that dice. Wow, that's so cool.
Yeah, holding is moving.
Oh my god, I rolled my dice off the table.
But if,
It
I'm
should
ju- if
pop
we're
up.
just rolling one die, it's still the same, right?
No, watch. Here, I'll change the physics. Locked. Try and roll a d20 across the table.
Roll d20. Okay.
Like shake it up and then move your mouse and throw it. It just drops down.
And it's a 1.
But it doesn't actually roll. Do you see that? You're shaking it in your hand. It's spinning. You're getting a randomized number, but it's dropping straight down.
Yeah.
The difference is you can actually go pew and toss it across the table. It rolls across the map and lands on a number. That feels more like rolling to me, even though the other way is technically generating a random number by rolling the dice. It's not rolling. I want oh, it landed on a couch leg. It doesn't count. It's cocked. I want it to dance across the table, bounce off the other end, and go, oh, that doesn't count. So yeah, physical dice and grid measurement. Those are the main changes.
So I just threw my dice off the table. They pooped. How do I bring them back?
What color is your die?
Black and red.
It should.
I was thinking that it automatically popped back for some reason, but I don't see them.
It does. Yours are over by the initiative tracker. They always appear somewhere on the edge of the table. I don't know how it determines where. But
Oh, okay, I see them. Okay, I see them.
yeah,
okay,
they'll always
cool. Wow.
they'll always appear somewhere. The blue ones I think are Will's. They're on.
That-
Oh, it's on your side. If you
That-
dropped an object off, it's on your side.
And that's where I rolled them off the side of the table at too.
Okay.
So interesting.
Yeah, so they just kind of hover in the air there, stuck above the table, and you can grab them and bring them back down. Nothing will get lost. Wow.
Ah! Look, they just come right back.
See, if one rolls off, it's like, oh shit, and then it just pops back. Yeah, you can gather them up. I was like, why is gathering not working? You should be able to shake them and they all gather up. They didn't do that before. They just stood in place.
No, my dice!
I just picked up a bunch of tokens on
Those
accident. I
are
didn't mean
my
to.
dice. Oh.
What? Oh. Remember, don't use Control Z.
I didn't.
Whoops.
I
No, I
didn't
did.
either.
That was force of habit because I'm so used to hitting it every time I do something.
Yeah,
wrong.
don't do that either.
Sorry.
That was me.
I didn't do
Oh
that with
my
the table. I
God.
just hit Control Z one time. I'm sorry about that. It was force. It's force of habit because I'll do it like 10,000 times a day.
Yeah. No. I do that too in our other game, and it like reloads the whole table for 8 players, and everyone in Discord's like, what happened?
And you're like, wasn't me.
It doesn't say who did it. But yeah, so that's it. So yeah, when you're rolling dice, I don't care how you guys roll them, but I like the idea of rolling it and watching it bounce across the table. What are these tokens? Oh, those are the initiative tokens. You go over here. All right. Yeah, you can. I don't care where you put your dice. Prefer them not to be on the map because it's harder to see them with all the clutter. Like keep them on the borders, but I don't really care. But if I see them on the map, I'm gonna move them over to the border. All right, you guys are about to get effed by a bunch of monsters. Are you ready to do that?
Oh boy.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, roll initiative. Oh, I guess
Pantok.
yeah. Everyone roll initiative. Give me your results, and then I'll recap.
10. Wait, that's not a 6. Oh,
Is
that's
it a 9?
Yeah, then it's 13.
13. Okay.
Pantok is 13,
Oh, okay.
and Justina is 18.
Natural one. I'm a 3.
Natural one. Meow.
Rip.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Well, I have
Okay.
a +2 to initiative.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's better than 0. So I'll roll
But
for
maybe
monsters
for
in a
everyone
second.
else, I like going last. I don't like going first. Unless I'm like a paladin. Then it's like, I charge in.
Okay, let me collect some dice so I can roll them while I'm talking, and then spider. Okay, so the recap. At the end of last session, no, the beginning of last session. I'm gonna go step by step. You met Elmo on the road. You talked to him. He told you, you were looking to recruit him because you talked to his dad, and his dad was like, "Oh, he likes to talk to adventurers," and you guys decided that meant that you needed to recruit him. So he told you that he would join your party if you provide him with a battle axe and chainmail, and if you give him 60% of the treasure. But if you challenge him in a drinking contest and win, he'll reduce the amount of treasure he takes. So Toddy challenged him one-on-one, started losing. Justina joined in halfway through while they were all drunk and lost, which would have meant that you would have to give up 30% of the treasure to him, which is still more than a fair even split. But after you finished the drinking contest, Toddy won. You slept through the night, went to the church to get cured, where you saw Elmo and convinced him that he actually lost outright to Toddy because he seems to have forgot that Justina even joined in. So he is currently in agreement to go with you on your journeys if you have a clear destination and point and a quest that you're going on. He's not just going to follow you around town. And he's not going to take any treasure. But he doesn't have a weapon or armor, and he needs chainmail and a battle axe for it to join you. So before you leave town on adventures, if you can furnish him with equipment, he'll join you for free. That was the whole first half of the first session. Recapped in 60 seconds. Then you were going to follow up on a lead about the Riverstone, which had the weird markings on it, and you went to the Wizard's Tower, and you met the Wizard Burn and his strong-looking associate Rufus, who told you the Riverstone looks very significant and troublesome, and they would like to take it and present it to the Council of Hamlet, the league of important people in the village. And they told you not to worry about it. They were like, you guys go back about your business. Just let us have the stone. We'll take care of it from here. You fought back against that and said, no, it's our stone. If there's something going on, we want to be involved with it. And he relented and said, fine, but I don't trust you because I don't know you. So I'm going to have to prove to the council that you can be trusted with this information. And in order to do so, I have a job for you. The job he sent you on was to come to this abandoned farm field, which is just a field by itself out in the middle of the yard behind a bunch of buildings. And it's become gnarled and messy with rotten plants and weeds, and there's monsters that have inhabited it. And before they can clean it out, the monsters need to be defeated. So currently, your quest is clear this field of monsters, return to Burn, let him know the job is done, so that he will get you a seat on the Council of Elders in 3 days. So that you can figure out what the hell's going on here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's...
Yes.
Okay, so current quest is kill a bunch of shit until it's all dead. And follow up to that... Oh, and then also, Kara...
Yeah.
convinced Rufus to also give you guys a battle axe for completing this quest, if he's able to find one, which would help you get Elmo. And he also said that he would tell you a location where you might be able to score some chainmail, but he didn't have any to provide to you personally.
But he was going to give us a battle axe if we cleared out the field,
yes,
right?
he said he's got a spare battle axe somewhere. So basically, this quest is going to get you a battle axe halfway to recruiting Elmo, and a seat on the Council of Elders, which will get you back onto the main quest of, whatever this weird gem thing is. But you started inspecting this field. Jacina was hacking her way through it, and the party was following her closely behind, but no one could see what was going on other than Jacina. So you decided to split up and explore 4 separate sections individually. And 4 of you found something. One of you found a gold necklace. One of you found a swarm of rats, which has not been disturbed yet.
I found the gold necklace.
And the swarm of rats. Actually, yeah, you're completely fine. You can walk out of the field unscathed right now if you want to on both characters. Toddy stepped in a mess of web and is now immobilized, and there's a giant spider that just popped out. And
I'm pretty sure I would have remembered if I stepped into a web and was immobilized. I remember the spider, though.
It's a good thing I wrote immobilized on your character so I didn't forget that. But you have mage armor. It's okay. You have mage armor cast on you at 4 p.m.
Sounds like a Republican or a GOP plot to me.
Wait, 4 p.m.? That wasn't this morning. That was last night. Hold on. Let me erase that mage armor. You don't have that.
Rip.
There you go. And Kara, you got too close to a strange-looking mushroom that began to animate along with 3 others behind you as you got close to it. And it looks like it's lashing out its tendrils to attack you.
I want to eat the mushroom.
Wait. So,
I just do that with mushrooms, random.
So do we not have mage armor on because we haven't cast it yet? I have
No,
both of my
I
spell
didn't cast
slots.
it. I don't have it on. I was saving my spell slot.
Now, you were going into this field aware there were monsters and there was combat coming up. Would you like to have casted mage armor? That would not be a terrible idea.
Nah.
We didn't think to do it, so that
My
was
AC is... I thought about it, but I was thinking about the fact I only have 2 spell slots, and I was like, I think I don't think I want to use my mage armor yet. I think I want to save it. I can always,
It was a late session, so I would give you guys that. I'm not going to make you... Oh, sorry, you didn't remember at 12 at night, midnight to cast mage armor first. But if you don't want to, that's fine too. So
Nope,
I'm not going to...
I think that since we didn't think to cast it, that we're just going to go ahead without it.
Okay, then let me finish this initiative, and then we will get started. And they're looking like they're going to be going first anyway, so let me just check their modifiers real quick. Right. Rubbles... Oh, they were already on 18. Nice. Okay, 17. They're at... Oh, damn. Okay. Okay. And this one is... Okay. So, I think... Oh, actually... Justina, what's your initiative modifier? Or your dexterity modifier?
Justina is +3.
Okay, so you beat out the swarm of rats. Okay, so here is how initiative is going to work. Because this is the first time... We did it before, but there was only 2 types of combatants. Now that there's more types of combatants... Or it might have been that I don't remember how I did it last time. Anyway, Jacina goes first. There is no one else before or after you before the rats go, so you go on your own. Then the rats go by themselves. Then Pantok and... Oh, we did do this last time. Then Pantok and Kara both go consecutively. Then the fungus and the spider go consecutively. Then Toddy goes. And then we're back up to the top of the initiative order. So Pantok and Kara, this combat, will be able to act on the same turn. So if there's anything you guys needed to do and coordinate, you can do that. And Kara, you do go before the funguses that are attacking you. Toddy, you don't go before the spider, but the rest of your party does. So
I'm pretty sure.
This is a situation where it's not necessarily just blast them all down. You might want to strategize and prioritize and do some checks to figure out which one of these things might be the best to go after first. Keep in mind, Pantok, you have not disturbed your rats yet, even though they're in initiative. And Justina, you are not in combat with anything directly. And first up is Justina.
Justina casts Fairy Fire on these rats here. I mean, not the rats, these guys.
The funguses.
Hold on, yeah. This guy. This guy.
Okay, so Fairy Fire is
20
what's
foot-
the radius?
It's a 20-foot cube,
Cube. Okay.
and these guys are 18 feet apart, so should be able to get all three of them. Not this
So
one,
here's
though.
a 20-foot cube. Place it on the map how you would like. You have to switch them. To the hand. So you can hit all three of those. If it even barely clips the edge of someone. However, it's also going to hit Kara. Are you okay with that?
Oh,
You can
boy.
do it here and hit just these two and not Kara, but you can't hit or these two.
Or
Uh,
technically,
You can't hit.
no, never mind. I thought you could probably hit this one and this one. But no.
Yep. I don't have any way to mitigate it. Oh shit, you're right. Well,
Well, any help is
If
good
I
at
could-
all.
if I can only get 2, that sucks. I'm not gonna do that. Let me do a different spell instead.
Fair enough.
1 sec. Let me check Ice Knife. Okay, Ice Knife is ranged spell attack, and then the shard explodes. Each creature within 5 feet of it must succeed a save.
So again, they're not rated range. Although it does include itself, I think, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it would technically be a double whammy on one target. It's not
Yeah,
great,
it'll only
but
be 1 target. Okay. Okay, so not using a spell slot yet. Justina is going to. Well, wait, hold on a second. Toddy. Okay. Wait. Shit.
Toddy is resigned to death.
40. Okay. 30. Does Justina see that the fungus are attacking Kara, I assume?
yes, Justina, you see Toddy get stuck in some web and a spider emerge from the grasses, and you see 4 kobold-sized funguses animate and begin whipping tendrils around in the air like they're like flail snails.
Okay.
And you don't
Like they
see
just
hands
don't
on-
care.
Okay, so Justina is going to move to 30-foot range of this violent fungus, so that's going to put her
Okay.
right there.
Yep.
Because now, 30 feet. So she's going to move closer, and then she removes the sprig of holly from her belt, and she casts Thorn Whip, whipping the branch out in front of her. It extends 30 feet and attempts to wrap around this guy right here.
Alright,
And
is
watch
that
me
an attack
whip,
roll?
and watch me nay nay, and watch me whip, and watch me nay nay.
It sounded like the bird was whistling that song.
Pretty sure he
Yes.
was.
No, he's singing something else.
Okay. That
All
would've
right,
been
so
too
it's
good.
15 plus 6, so 21.
Alright, that's an attack roll, not a saving. Oh, the saving throw is if it hits, or is it just automatically?
Nope, if it hits, it's auto hit. So it takes 1d6 piercing damage, and if it is large or smaller, it is pulled 10 feet closer to me. So I'll
Alright.
roll 1d6 piercing damage.
Your holly sprig turns into a thorn whip that bursts out 30 feet from you and latches onto the back of this
4
fungus
damage.
creature as it
4 damage.
whips this creature. Oh, I need to hold on. I need to mark these so I know their HPs. Okay. Whips this fungus as it squeals. It whips its tendrils out in front of it, trying to whip it scree, but it is pulled 10 feet to a point of your choosing. You can choose where you move it. I'm guessing just directly towards you, right? So like here.
Yeah.
Okay, it whips and whips at Kara in vain, missing her. What are Kara's pronouns?
He, him.
Okay, missing Kara. The name throws me off. Missing Kara with its tendrils. Of course, not actually attacking, just wishing it could have attacked. And it is pulled 10 feet closer to Justina, where it turns around and begins sloughing its body towards her instead.
And she says, "Stay away from my friend."
Kara replies with a very loud "Thank you."
Is that Jessina's turn?
Yep.
Okay. The swarm of rats, with all the commotion and rustling and noises going on, kind of skitter around in their burrow, and they move around a little bit, and they attempt to hide under the brush. And they do not hide. You still see them skittering around, but you can tell they're here. But they are technically unseen with, like, really big cover. They're not attacking, but your job is to clear this thing of creatures, but they might be able to be dealt with later. All right, next up is Pantok and Kara.
I flipped Josina. Kara,
Okay.
do you? I flipped her over to remember. Oh, yeah, we should flip the rats too.
Yeah, good idea.
Okay, so Kara, me, and you, and Pantok can act together. So Pantok was actually planning on firing a magic missile at the big giant spider. Unless you have other ideas.
You can go ahead and do that. I think I'll be fine now there isn't a poison mushroom boy right in front of me.
Also, since there's not an enemy right next to you, you could now fire your bow and arrow. And if you shoot the spider, you'd get sneak attack since it's flanking Zach.
True.
But I'm going to cast
really
magic
good
missile.
idea.
Pantok is going to remain where he is, and he's going to utter some magic words and cast magic missile on the big giant spider.
All right, roll your stupid 1d4 and then multiply, because magic missile is a thing. Whatever.
2. So
all of
three,
your bolts.
So 3 bolts of magic emerge from Pantok and rocket into the spider, and they deal. Wait, is it? Hold on, let me
They're
double check.
plus 1 to each bolt, so it's 9 damage.
Plus 1 to each bolt, so it's
it's
2
1d4 plus 1, and each one of those deals.
1d4 plus 1 damage. Awesome. So they each deal 3 damage for a total of 9 damage, smacking into the spider auto hit, and that's why magic missile is the best spell in the game.
All right. I'm sorry. Do you remember how much damage that was done to the fungus? 5 or 6?
4.
Thank you. Oh wow. That you know what? It's going to be 5 just because you were honest. I said 5 or 6, and you're like, no, it's 4. Got this one.
But if he had lied and said 6, then it would have been better than if he had been honest.
No, exactly. So yeah, that's the prisoner's dilemma. You went down 1. You were honest, and so I gave you 1 more. But if you lied, I might have caught you and made it less. Okay, and spider was hit.
It's like listening to my daughter's brain.
One thing my DM does in my game is he doesn't tell us the remaining HP, but he puts a note on it of how much damage has been dealt. Would you guys like me to do that so you can see how much damage has been dealt to each creature?
Yes.
So you're not gonna tell if it's bloodied?
I'll tell you if it's bloodied. I'm just not gonna say like 4 of 100. I'm
that's
just
all
gonna
I care
say
about.
I'm not tracking. I'm not counting down HP. I'm counting up damage. So that way it's not like how much damage was dealt to this one. I don't know. Let me check. It's just gonna tell you if you mouse over it.
It's probably useful. I can usually I have a sense for which ones have more damage done, but you can.
Yeah, but that way you can see it objectively.
Yeah, sure. If it's easy for you to add.
Let's see. All right, and what was Kara doing?
I am going to use my short bow and fire at the big giant spider, which is a great idea because now that gives me sneak attack.
All right, go for it.
All right. Okay. 22 to hit.
22 hits. You fire your short bow, and it whips through the brush that you can barely see over and sticks into the spider's abdomen as it squeals from a barrage from behind, and it turns its attention from Toddy towards the two creatures that attacked it. It's like, this thing's not a problem. The things behind me pelting me are a problem.
Thank
And,
you.
What's the damage on that, including your sneak attack?
And let me roll that. That is 11 damage. Piercing.
11 piercing. Okay. It has now taken 20 damage in the first round of combat. It's
Nice.
dripping ichor all over as it's scrambling. It's like, haha, tasty snack, and then blah, 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 blah. And it's like stumbling as it turns around, trying to figure out who's doing the most damage, and it can't really figure it out. Right. And next is the. Oh, are you gonna move? The funguses are next.
Yes, I am going to move away from these funguses and more towards my ally Pantok. Hold on, let me
Line them
measure.
up.
I'm going to move around 35 feet.
What's your
Oh.
speed? You don't have 35 of speed, do you?
Oh, I have 30.
Yeah.
My bad. I kind of mistaked it because I'm pretty sure I had like someone at one time that had 35. I'm pretty sure that was Miro though.
Yeah, I think so.
Well, 30 will do just fine.
Right.
Nice.
So on
And
the
now-
grid, I believe you'd be here. But did you want to
Yes.
be here? I'm not really that sure. I think you were. Where were you
I
here?
no, I think here is perfect.
30. I think that's
If-
35. Here.
If
should be
that's
30.
35, then I'll stick with my 30.
Basically, the way that you would calculate is it's basically giving you free diagonal movements. So you count diagonal
Nice.
until you get on the same X or Y, and then you move straight
Gotcha.
that same number. So it would be 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. No, here's right.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's good.
And if you measure, it's within 30, which means it's 30. So
Okay.
you measure from a square to a square, and if it's, I don't know. Yeah, that's good though. Sorry, I'm still getting used to it, and I'm trying to talk it out so it's clear. But okay, so you move there, and you safely get to that point. And
If I can,
Mhm.
I'm not sure if I can start sneaking at this point. I don't have any enemies directly in front of me, except for maybe the rats, but I'm not too sure if they're really count.
You're currently not behind any sort of cover, although this
Okay.
heavy brush in your size, you might be able to crawl beneath it and make yourself unseen.
Oh, but
But-
hide is an action, and she doesn't have cunning action yet. Or
Correct.
he doesn't have
So-
it.
Yes.
So you could duck out of sight, but you can't currently hide. But yes, this would certainly be a situation in which you could conceal yourself.
If you had
Understood.
if you had cunning action, you could do. So that's what's cool about rogues is you could attack, and then if you have nothing better to do, then you use your bonus action to try and hide. That's pretty much what you always do.
Yeah, but I'm at level 1 and I still can't do that yet.
And this
Yeah.
is
I'm
this is a
just
good
wait-
terrain too, though. I mean, you can conceal yourself so they can't see you. So they're like, they might know where you are, but they still can't see you.
Hides an
Well-
action though.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
like crouching down's not.
True.
Unless it's
true.
hides an action, you can't roll a stealth check. They'll still know
Oh,
that you're
actually,
location.
I could argue that if they crouch down, then that could give light cover, like crouching behind the table.
I
or
already
something.
said it. I already said it's basically full concealment if you're crouching down.
Okay. So yeah, you can do that.
So yeah, just standing straight up, you're not in cover at all. But if you're deliberately crouching down as like a free action, you don't have to drop prone. You're just there's no rule for that. There's no rule that says you can kind of crouch a little bit behind heavy brush. You either have cover or you don't. But yeah, that's with your movement, you can kind of crouch low. As a high type, as a tall creature, you'd probably have to drop prone, but as a small
Yeah.
creature, you have that benefit. Anyway, is that both of your turns then?
Uh,
talking Kara.
Can't talk. He's gonna
Okay.
stay there next to Kara.
Okay, it is the fungus's turns, and they are going to slough their way slowly towards the center of the field. This one is going to slough its way forward, and it whips out some tendrils, which are surprisingly long, as it reaches you and whips Justina right in the face, but only one of them seems to be able to stretch far enough to hit her in the face. And it may or may not hit you with a 7 to hit. Does it hit Justina?
Nope, that's
7.
a miss.
Ah!
Too bad he
Nice.
wasn't attacking Pantok. Pantok only has 13 armor class because he forgot to cast mage armor.
I mean, it's 7 anyway. It doesn't. Oh yeah.
Seven,
So
so
it is 10 feet away from you, and its tendril lashed out and nearly hit you in the face. So you can tell these things are dangerous even from a distance.
Ah, these
And you
things
are-
are dangerous even from a distance. I can tell. Shouts
You are
Justina.
You're threatened by it currently within its threatened range.
Oh, okay.
But they didn't seem to move very far when they moved, so yeah, that's probably something you could take advantage of. That is their turn. And it is now the Spooter's turn. Oh, I guess they technically go together, but Spooter's turn. It turns to its prey, which is sitting there helpless, and it drips ichor on the rotting field, and it decides its life is more important than food right now, and it lurches forward towards Jessina.
Ah!
And as it comes within range, it bares its dripping fangs at you, and snaps its mandibles as it tries to pull you in for a bite.
Cheat.
Fuck. Plus 7. No, 7 to hit. So it misses Jessina. So she's now got 2 creatures up in her face,
Ah!
and she's just dodging back and forth.
Help.
And
oh shit, Jessina!
yeah, that's the spider's turn. And now it is Toddy's turn.
Help.
Am I still immobilized? Do I have to
You
roll
are
any
you are
checks?
immobilized, which means your movement is 0. Actually, it might be restrained.
Yeah, I just want to know how that works. I don't.
You can't move, but you could try to escape. Your feet are covered in web. You can either attack them to destroy them, or try to wrest your way out of it with a strength check.
And then that would be my whole turn.
It would be your action, yes.
Rip.
Right. But yeah, okay, hold on.
Good thing you're a caster who can attack at range.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to decide if I want to do that for sure.
As long as you kill these things, you'll be fine. The question is, can you kill the things? Is immobilize a condition? I think it's just restrained.
Alright, I want to cast Toll the Dead on the giant spider.
All right. You're going to
14 wisdom save.
All right. It is rolling a wisdom save.
Incapacitated means you can't take actions or reactions.
What's the one you get when you're grappled?
Restrained. Just means
Really?
Yeah,
No.
restrained is
Restraint
well-
gives advantage on attacks against you. That's like a special one. Hold
Oh.
on. 14
Cool.
wisdom save, you said? Let's see what Spider's wisdom modifier is. It rolled a 13. Ah, 13's a failure. What happens to it?
Does it have any damage on it already? Because I think it does, right?
It's taken a lot of damage.
Oh no.
Then I roll a 1d12.
All right, roll it.
Nice.
grappled is its own condition.
Oh, barely on the edge of the... Oh, fuck.
Okay,
Oh,
I
wait, that
guess
was a
it's-
d20. I
Oh.
rolled the wrong die.
Yeah, no d20s.
Sorry.
A d20 for damage.
Yeah, I guess there's not just a straight up.
That's a d12, right?
yeah.
I think it says when you mouse over it. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it doesn't. I can't tell.
That
for
is
sure
that
if
is a
that's what it
d12
is.
though. Was that a 10?
Okay.
Or did you roll it yet?
No, I haven't rolled it yet. I just moved it so I could look at it more closely, better,
Yes.
easier.
Yeah, I guess it's restrained.
Nice.
11 damage.
Damn, all right.
Sorry about rolling the d20 the first time. I promise I wasn't trying to juke you.
I would have noticed, that's fine, when I looked at it, depending on what you rolled. Technically, if you roll lower than the possible number, it's still been randomized.
We can take my first roll on the d20 then, because it was a 2.
We could take that. No.
It's up to you. I don't care. I'm the one who screwed up.
No, because if it was higher than that, I would have made you re-roll it. So either way, it's okay to re-roll it.
Oh, wow. So Entangle is actually really strong because it doesn't just make the enemy stop moving. It's the restrained status. So,
yeah, that's restrained.
Anything, and if something's restrained, you have advantage against it, and it has, I think, a disadvantage on attacks, too. Wait, no, disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Yeah, it's basically disadvantage
it
on
does have
anything that would require moving.
No, and attack rolls. The creature's attack rolls have disadvantage.
That seems so strong. I wanted
That
something that
is.
makes its movement 0.
Now I know why Entangle is a blue-rated spell.
Well, Immobilize is 4th edition. How is
Yeah,
that?
there's no Immobilize. If they have to say it, they just say your speed drops to 0. There's not a
Okay.
condition that only does that. Grappled, it says your speed drops to 0, and then a couple other notes about it.
Well, I'm inventing a new condition called Immobilize, which just means your speed is shorthand for your speed is 0. Because I don't want
Okay.
Toddy to be... You're not restrained by stepping in the web. Restrained is for, like, if you're wrapped up in a net or something. So your speed's 0, and it's a DC to escape.
Doesn't web
like that.
restrain though? Because I thought it's
Web-
like in webbing your whole
web-
body.
The web attack restrains, but it's an attack that the spider does, and it, like, wraps your whole body. This was just a little thing that he stepped in that's holding his foot.
Oh, okay.
It's like a bear trap. What does a bear trap do? What does a hunting trap do? It
Yeah.
just says speed 0, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's your speed becomes 0 as long as you're in the trap. I'm looking at it to check, but I think that's what it says.
Its movement is limited by the length of the chain, typically 3 feet long. So technically, your speed's not restricted at all. You just
It literally
movement-
says and stop moving.
yeah. It
So-
tells you stop. It says stop moving, and then your movement is restricted by the chain until you break free. So they never created your speed is 0.
Yeah,
That's weird.
I guess you don't have to because it's not. There's no rules. Like you just say okay, and you can't move from here. There's probably stuff
Yeah.
like that just written into random like.
I need to fix your earth elemental. I think I said your earth elemental gives the restrained condition. I don't want that. No, that's way OP. All right, so that was some great damage on the spider. It is starting to rattle and get very, very upset, but it is still alive. And that brings us to the top of initiative with Jessina.
Okay. Hold on. Let me look at her spells. So, oh well, Entangle sure is looking pretty good. Let me see what the range on Entangle is.
Keep in mind, you do have 2 creatures adjacent to you.
That's true.
I mean, if it's a saving throw, it won't matter. I'm just letting you know that something should probably be done about that.
20-foot square. I can still only hit 2. Fairy Fire's 20 feet.
Check this out. Can it hit yourself too?
Which spell? Entangle?
Tangle? You can hit these 3, look.
Uh,
That touches all their squares, and not yours. That's why Tabletop Simulator's cool, because you can freely rotate things in 3 dimensions. You don't have to conform to a grid. If you wanted to. I'm not saying you should, I'm just saying it's possible.
For the duration, these plants turn the ground into difficult terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast the spell, must succeed on a saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants. Yeah, but don't they get an opportunity attack against me since I'm casting a spell? Or is that disadvantage? I can't remember.
It's just disadvantage, and it's only if it's an attack, and not a spell that causes...
If you make a ranged attack, they get an opportunity attack against you, right?
No opportunity attacks. That's older editions. It's only disadvantage.
Okay, well then I think I'll cast Entangle against these 3 guys, because if that works, then we get advantage against them, and they have disadvantage. That's pretty cool.
Okay, so if you would like to cast that, you can position it how you'd like, but I've positioned it in a way that will hit those 3 creatures, and that ground is difficult terrain.
Yep, well, I'm conveniently going to cast it in the exact spot.
Okay. I just wanted to show you like how you could twist it to make it work, but if that works, that works.
Yeah, I didn't actually know that. Think about rotating it. Okay,
Yeah.
spell save DC is 14, and that is a strength saving throw.
Right. 14, you said? Let's roll it. Do you want the spider or the fungus first?
Spider.
Right.
So,
Spiders is.
I begin concentrating and grasping weeds and vines sprout from the ground in this square area.
Spider, you said 14?
Yep.
Spider is able to wriggle its little legs out and screech at you as it is not entangled by the writhing vines. Violet number 1 just kind of melts through the vines as it wraps around them, and the far violet fungus is entrapped by it as it squeals and is constricted closer towards the ground. So this one is restrained, you said?
Yep. And
Right.
it can make a check to break free, the same strength check as an action on its turn.
Okay. Alrighty. So that was your spell, and that ground is now difficult terrain. So anyone entering or moving through that must make double movement.
Yep, and since they are both in aggro range, I'm not going to move because I don't want to get opportunity attacked. So
Now you could
yeah.
move. You could move, like strafing around the spider, but yeah, this one would still get an attack against you. So,
Yep, so I'm going to stay right here.
all right. Then that is Jessina's turn, and the rats are next. They still haven't been aggravated enough to attack, but they are going to continue skittering around, trying to escape from any creatures. And that is their turn. And next is Pentok and Toddy.
Pantok and Kara, you
Kara, sorry. I meant Kara, I just said Toddy.
mean? Yes.
I was like, wow, it's my turn already again?
So Pantok is probably just going to do another magic missile, although he also has Firebolt, but that's single target. He also has Sleep, but meh, he doesn't really want to cast Sleep. He wants to do some damage. What do you have any preference? Do you want to go first? Do you need him to do anything in conjunction? I have
Nope.
I have Mind Sliver. I think that gives them disadvantage on saving throws. You don't really care about that, right?
No. We don't really need that. I'm not in any mortal danger. But Jessina might be.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So I'm gonna just shoot at the spider
Okay, you
once
go.
again.
Yeah, you
with-
go first. Let's see if that kills the spider.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Oh, natural. Womp womp womp.
So Pantok watches you shoot an arrow at the spider and miss, and he goes, "Huh." He says, "Let me show you how it's done. My arrows never miss." And he shoots magic missile at the spider.
Wow, 2 first level spells. Are you directing all of the darts at the spider?
Oh, okay. I already know that it's a 4, but I think that even before I knew what it was, I would probably toss one of the missiles at this guy.
I might be too generous here, but I think this gives that spell some more flexibility and more fun. I'm gonna say you can roll it. Since it's 1 die, I'm gonna say you can roll it and then determine what it hits.
Okay.
Normally you would choose a target, roll it, choose a target, roll it, but if you're doing 1 for all of them, roll it, and then you can determine. So if you think 1's enough to kill it, if you think 2's enough to kill it, you might not kill it still, but you can choose after the roll. So each one's going to be 5 damage. How many you're putting on the spider?
I'm going to put 2 on the spider and 1 on the fungus. That way I want to make sure that spider's dead, but I think 3 missiles is overdoing it.
All right. Spider flops. What's the other one hit?
Yeah!
5 damage.
The one that's
Pantok!
next to
That was
Jessina.
so cool.
Oh, the one next to Jessina, yeah. That guy.
All right. 5 damage. That one has taken some damage, and it is starting to little pieces of spores are starting to kind of slough off a bit as it slides towards Jacina.
That's the kind of damage you do when you forget to cast Mage Armor.
True.
Because that was my 2 spell slots. Normally I can never cast more than 1 spell in battle because I use the other one for Mage Armor, so that's some pretty sick damage.
Right, and that was both of y'all, unless you want to move somewhere, and the funguses are next.
Panduk's gonna stay here.
Okay. This fungus is going to lash out at Jacina, and this time you see 3 tendrils lash out. The first one is a 18. Second one is a 14. Third one is a 12. How many of those hit? 18, 14, 12 on Jacina.
Oh, wait, how much? 12 to hit?
18, 14, and 12. 3 attacks.
18 hits, 14, and 12 miss. Jacina is 16 armor class. So the 14, she deflects that one with her shield.
All right, and the other one just outright misses.
Yep.
And it sloughs its way slightly closer towards you, not being restrained by the webs after it hits you. And as the tendril slaps you in the face, you feel its murky, sappy stickiness sap the lifeblood from you, and you take 7 necrotic damage.
Ouch.
Oof.
I have 3 hit points left.
And the other 2, the first one squeals and tries to escape its restraints and fails, so he's still restrained. The other 2 move seemingly aimlessly towards the center of the field. And the spider is dead. Get rid of that thing. I'll leave its corpse there.
Blah.
And Toddy, is your turn.
Okay.
You got 4 mushroom things, which seem to be very slow moving, but they have long range attacks, and a swarm of rats, which is currently skittering through the field.
Well, I thought the rats haven't actually done anything to anybody yet, though, right?
Correct.
That's what I thought. Okay. Then I want to move Toddy over here. I don't know exactly
Yep, that's
which
fair.
spot that would be to line them up, but
Yep.
then I'm going to cast my Tasha's Caster Brew.
All right. Is that saving throw or attack roll?
Dex save.
Okay. What's
So
the
that
DC?
would be Dex save 14. It would be the... Wait, is it the same save as the other? Or is it...
The number is always the same. It just depends on what type of roll it is. The save is always going to be your spell save DC.
Then it's, yeah, Dex save 14.
14. Okay, I'm rolling for the first one, and that's a fail. And the second one is also a fail. So what happens to them?
They are covered in acid. And at the start of their turn, they take 2d4 damage. Unless they choose to use their turn to wipe it off.
All right, so the first turn does nothing, but on the beginning of their turn, they take damage?
Yep. At
Okay,
the start of their next turn.
All right. And let's see. Right. And was that your turn? You stay where you are?
Me?
Yeah, you move up. You don't do anything else, right? That's your turn.
Yeah. Oh shit! I was immobilized. I couldn't do any of that.
No, as the spider dies, its web melts because you
Like,
already
I
did
really
it.
don't
That's
want to
how
go back
spiders
and
I don't
redo
want to go back
this.
and retcon it.
I am so sorry. I forgot I was immobilized.
You ripped your foot out, and it turned out the web wasn't actually like sticking to anything. It was just a bunch of loose web. So you still got a web boot wrapped around your foot, but it turns out you could move the whole time.
Well, I moved my max speed, so I'm not moving anywhere else.
Okay, so we're back to the top of the initiative,
Sorry.
and let me check something real quick. Okay, Justina, you are next.
All right. Okay, so since there's a fungus right next to her, well, wait, hold on a second. I was gonna attack that fungus, but yeah, I think I still am. So Jusina's going to turn towards the fungus that's right next to her and slash at it with her scimitar.
Okay.
Oh, that went straight up into my camera. That was so cool.
14 to hit.
14 hits it.
Yay!
Yay!
And that's going to be 1d6. Oh my god, I can't read this. It's so tiny. 1d6 plus 3 slashing.
All right. Oh yeah, it's so tiny. I hate it. I wish that was the one thing I would change. That and hit dice.
8 damage.
8 damage to the one that's already been damaged. All right. 17. All right. It is still alive, but it is dripping ichor and squealing in anger and frustration. Which is that? 17. All right. And the rats skitter around a little bit more, just aimlessly. And at that moment, you hear rustling beneath the grass, and a giant lizard pops out its head and starts looking for something tasty to eat around it. And it stumbles this way towards Pantok, since he's been making a lot of noise, casting a bunch of spells and stuff. As it leaves the range of the violet fungus, the fungus lashes at it with some tentacles. Oh damn! Okay. Am I gonna kill my own monster here? Hold on. That. The first tentacle misses. The second tentacle connects. Third tentacle misses. Fourth tentacle connects. So 2 tentacles connect to the spider, to the lizard, and deal some damage. And the lizard then attempts to bite Pantok. And that is nice. 23 to hit.
That hits.
Assuming so, and I'm rolling the damage.
Good thing
Wow.
you didn't waste a slot on your mage armor. Fuck.
Yeah, no kidding. 23 is going to hit anyway.
And Pantok takes 3 piercing damage.
Ah.
Are you down?
No. No, Justina would be. No, Pantok is at 5 hit points and Justina's at 3.
Oh, okay, I got them mixed up.
As the Gila monster lunges towards Pantok and chomps him in the leg, it hurts, but you feel like that bite was not very. It seemed very half-hearted, and you see the wound that was left on it. This thing's hindquarters is starting to like rot away, and its legs don't seem to be working very well anymore.
Oh.
All right, and next up is Pantok and Kara.
Okay. Give me just a second. Okay, well, I think I'm still just gonna attack this big lizard, even though I feel kind of bad, but, you know,
Oh, it seems very angry and out for blood.
it is very bloodthirsty and is also attacking my friend, so it's gotta go.
Yeah.
Anyways. I'm going to go ahead and go up to it and just stab with my rapier.
All right.
Stab. Okay. Oh. 10 to hit.
10 to hit does not hit. You run up and stab at it, and your rapier goes straight below its belly and sticks into the dirt before you lunge back into fighting position.
Not good.
Could be worse.
Yeah,
Pantok,
it could be a lot worse. Oh, wait! Pack tactics! Tactics! I roll with advantage.
It is bright sunlight outside, so
Shit,
that makes it so you're not at disadvantage.
Okay, fair enough.
We're pretty much gonna assume that when you are in bright light, you basically can't have advantage.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. But you can still hit with sneak attack though. So.
Well, yeah, but I still didn't hit. So.
True. Yeah, so no advantage. Sorry. Kobold bonuses. You can do the grovel and beg thing. You also have just think once you get into a dungeon where there's not like bright light everywhere, your pack tactics is going to be like off the wall.
Yeah.
Or like if you're traveling in the evening or at night.
Well.
That's
okay.
Missed, but Pantok, it is your turn.
Not gonna do the beg thing just yet.
Oh yeah, it's a bonus action.
Yeah.
Pantok?
1 second.
Okay. The grovel and beg is an action, so you can do that at the moment anyway.
Oh, it's an action?
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay, I just had to troll that guy. So, so someone goes, okay, this is what you already said, but someone goes, but what about you only partially quoted the spell. Yeah, because the text is really long. And he goes, it says it could copy another spell. So how about anti-magic field? And I didn't respond to that guy. But then someone else is like, yeah, that guy has a good point. What about anti-magic field? So I said, sure, no problem, since you asked. Oh, because he goes, oh, you're being a jerk. I'm curious, what's your response to this other guy pointing out that any cleric spell is appropriate? And I said, sure, no problem, since you asked. Divine Intervention is a 10th level cleric feature, but the spell you reference, clerics don't get until level 15th level. The feature text states, the DM chooses the nature of the intervention. The effect of any cleric spell or cleric domain would be appropriate. So yes, the DM could allow the cleric to use a free spell 5 levels higher. But the DM wouldn't get mad because they literally chose to allow it. That's why the meme isn't really funny. It implies that the players fucking typo. This is why I always read them.
Yep.
It implies that the player outsmarted the DM. Outsmarted is a real thing, so I don't understand why. Hold on 1 second. It implies the player outsmarted the DM.
Or tricked.
But the rules state the DM decides what happens. Also, I presume you didn't read the spell text for anti-magic field because it's only 10-foot radius on the caster. So, unless the caster is hugging the lich, it wouldn't take away the lich's magic, making him useless. That's why the meme is only really funny to people totally unfamiliar with the rules. I know you'd really like the meme to work, but nope, there are 2 reasons why what you propose doesn't have the desired effect. But if you don't care about the rules for a meme to be funny, why even ask? Either you know the rules or not. Either is fine. Because I totally was being a jerk, but I'm not going to admit to that. It's like, I'm not being a jerk. I'm just saying, if you don't know how to play D&D and you just want to sit there making ridiculous ideas, hey, I'm going to cast a spell that makes my enemy poop out of his mouth and then he chokes to death. Oh, and then my DM was like, oh my god, oh, you figured it out. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I cast
I like that spell. I'm gonna incorporate that into my character.
Custom spells. Custom
Jake,
spells.
I was gonna say
it's a
you said that I
cantrip.
get a custom spell, right? I mean,
I can point at a character and make them choke to death on their own poop. Instant cast. Okay, whose turn is it, Pantok?
Ducks.
Well, he's out of spells, so he's going to cast... Well, I can't cast Firebolt, so... I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on the Lizzie.
All right. What kind of save is that, and what's the DC?
Sure. So, Mind Sliver, I would drive a spike of disorienting psychic energy into the mind of the lizard. It is a intelligence saving throw. DC 13. Oh, wow, that should be great. This is an animal. His intelligence is probably like 3.
Oh man, it doesn't have a thing that says doesn't work on creatures with a certain intelligence. It's just yeah.
Yeah, this is
All right.
actually a really good spell.
What's its DC?
13.
All right, it fails that save. Its mind is cluttered with your sliver as you yell your cantrip words at it, and it looks very confused and hurt as you deal
5 damage.
enough damage to cause it to stumble over and screw reel as it lies down dead.
Oh, yay! It also had a bonus effect that it has a minus 1d4 from the next saving throw. So I was going to combo it with Zach's Toll the Dead and do like a bunch of damage, but killing it's good too.
Yep. No, that's definitely the strat though.
And actually, that was a good spell because if I only had Firebolt, because I was only going to take Firebolt as my attack, but I have disadvantage at melee range, so it's actually
always good to
really
have a safe
nice.
spell.
Intelligence save, that's so good. That's almost like an auto hit on like animals and shit.
On undeads too, yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty much anything.
Intelligence save is the weakest save in the game, so anything that's an intelligence saving throw is a very powerful spell.
Yeah. Okay, so that was Pantok's turn and Kara's turn. The funguses will go. This fungus here squeals in delight as it moves towards Toddy. This fungus here moves aimlessly towards the middle of the field. The one that's next to Jessina, a number of tendrils come out of it and begin to form, and you see one tendril emerge as it whips out towards Jessina and slaps the ground behind her. And the one by Toddy does a similar thing, except this time 4 tendrils come out of it. The first one is an 11 to hit. Does that hit? What is? Just tell me what's Toddy's AC.
shit. How does AC?
That'll be easier for rolling 4 attacks in a row.
12.
12. Okay, so miss.
That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah. Hit. Hit. And hit. So 3 tendrils lash out and slap
shit.
Toddy all simultaneously. And
Before
they
I
deal,
die, can I yell something in Japanese in a high-pitched squeal?
if they
Like,
do,
no!
wait, why is this not rolling very well? You know what? I'm going to do a toss roll. That roll doesn't count. Toss.
Oh, boy.
That's a 1. 12 necrotic damage to Toddy. How does that leave Toddy?
Down you go.
Is that a down in an earlier round?
Yeah, I only have 9 HP, so, you know.
All right,
I'm
and
like,
it sloughs off this way slowly through the vines towards its next target that it senses breathing.
Daddy, no!
And see for this, nah, never mind. Yeah, you've been seeing them. They're only moving 5 feet. Their speed's only 5 feet. So this difficult terrain, it technically can't move a full square. So it just kind of moves like a half a square.
Don't forget that it takes its damage at the start of its turn.
Oh,
Both those 2 funguses.
right. You know what? It's not going to kill him. You're good. Because if it killed them, it wouldn't have been able to attack you. But yes, thank you. I will deal their damage though.
I'm assuming that this is their first turn since I cast on them earlier.
Yeah, yeah. What was your
Thank you,
damage?
2d4, I think. Let me check.
Okay. You can roll it. How does that work?
Yeah, that's a good question because I think I'm supposed to roll, but normally I'm conscious.
No, you still roll it because you're the player. Your character's not rolling
Yeah,
it.
2d4.
2d4, and I believe it would be for each creature, even though they're starting their turn
That's
simultaneously. So.
what I think too. All right, let me find my d4.
So yeah, 2d4, and then do it again too. You can copy and paste it. So you got. Oh yeah, that works. So first one closest to you takes
6 damage.
6. All right, and roll again for the next one.
3 damage. Not bad. 9
Right.
damage from, that's going to do damage again the following turn while I'm unconscious.
No,
'Cause
you know
honestly,
what?
it's not a bad spell.
What was the next damage? Sorry, the second one I missed it. I was thinking something.
The second one was 3 damage.
3. What's the one that didn't one of them take 5 damage? I guess that was the same one. It was restrained by Nick. Its attack rolls had disadvantage, so I'm gonna re-roll those 3 hits.
Yep. And attack rolls against it have advantage.
It's
Miss.
still, the spell was ranked as, meh, not one to take, but honestly, I'm finding it to be kind of badass.
Which spell is it?
Tasha's Caustic Brew.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it fucks them over. They either lose a turn or take damage every turn.
The risky part is you have to basically be like up close in order to hit more than one creature with it, but it's worked out for you so far.
Yeah, so far, honestly, it's working out good.
So that turned 2 of those into a miss, and it actually stopped one of them from being a crit, technically. So I'm gonna get rid of the highest and the lowest die, which is an 8 and a 4. Wait, what was the total damage? 12? I don't know. You know what? I'm just gonna re-roll the 1 damage because it was just 1 that hit, right? Yeah, 2. It ended up.
It was originally
making
3
2
hit.
hits. Yeah, 3 hit originally. 2 with disadvantage. 2 of those missed. The dice were 2. I'm not gonna just cut the die. I'm just gonna re-roll it. So whatever happens, 6. That's what I was gonna do anyway. So you're back up. You only took 6 damage. Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. That's a happy surprise. Yeah.
I will retcon that far. All right.
Yeah, on that one I do appreciate it, but it does make sense because that's actually a big difference.
Yeah, the
So it
beginning
was 6 damage total.
yeah, 6. The beginning of the fight when Nick was like, "I'm gonna cast Entangle because now that we know how restrained works," and you literally just saved Toddy's life with a preemptive spell cast.
Yay!
So I'm like, whoa! I feel like something just changed in the past. As I suddenly glitch and flop down and then flop back up, kind of like a Bethesda glitch. And I'm like, I feel like I should thank you, Pantalk.
Jacina.
No, I say Pantalk. Justina starts to glare.
Jacina says, saving people is just what I do. And Pantalk says, I'm more about killing. I just like killing. Moms, dads, kids, whatever you got. I just like killing.
Oh boy, here I go killing again.
Speaking of killing again, it is Toddy's turn.
Toddy's like, wow, I still feel really confused.
And
But
this thing didn't move because it dimmered down to you, so.
fuck. All right, I wasn't thinking about my next turn coming yet because I was like, well, I'm unconscious.
Yeah.
Shit, give me a second. I've also got a dog over here trying to force me to play ball with it.
Aww.
I'm happy to do that in between turns, but right now I'm trying to scroll through my character sheet.
Hey, did you guys hear that the first case of monkeypox came up positive in Tarrant County?
Ooh, Tarrant
Yes,
County,
you
awesome.
No,
Yep.
I'm more disappointed that it wasn't me.
It's here. You could be I'm pretty sure you turn into a monkey.
Oh my
All
god.
right, I'm gonna cast
That
Toll the
works.
Dead on
Totally how it
the fungus that's closest to me.
Alrighty, and that's a saving throw, right?
Yeah, it's a DC 14. I think it's It's Wisdom.
Alright. That is a miss. What happens to it? It has taken damage.
It has damage on it, so it's a 1d12. Let me roll that d12. There's my d12. Rolls a d20. I mean, actually, hold on. I'm not rolling it. I'm setting it back down because I need to zoom in.
Oh.
Okay, yes. I wanted to make sure because suddenly realized that I might have been grabbing the d20 on accident and then nobody would believe me.
And 12. Ah!
One. Holy fuck.
All right, so 1 damage. Its body reverberates with the toll and seems to shake off most of the damage. And is that your full turn?
Unless I want to take a opportunity attack, yeah.
Well, to be fair, you're going to be taking some attacks next turn if you don't move anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm going to take an opportunity. Fuck, I guess I'm going to move away then. Opportunity attack will be taken. I am going to move down over here so that I'm near Justina for when I die.
Okay. All right. You move, and as you move, a single tendril lashes out and tries to whip you as you escape, but it comes short of your head and just catches a couple of your hairs, which stick to it, and it pulls its tendril back and sniffs it as they melt onto its face. And then, is that your turn?
That is my turn now.
All right, and this stupid lizard.
Justin's like, why are you drawing attention to me? Stop it, you asshole. Justin is like, stop putting words into my character's mouth.
And it is Justina's turn.
Oh, hold on. I have to reply to some noob.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
So some totally new person that has not been in this conversation comes in and starts making fun of me. So I just said, "LOL, who are you?" That's like the lamest thing to go like, "Hey, yeah, me too. Hey, you're stupid. Hey, who are we picking on, guys?"
Yeah.
Like, wow, you're like the lamest one of all. I made fun of a meme. Then he made fun of me for making fun of a meme, which is extra cringe. And now this guy comes in, and it's only because you commented. So now they see 2 Palizzettis, and he's tagging me, and he's like, "Who hurt you, bro?" And literally all I did was make fun of the meme and then answer a question.
You should have linked like the Thanos meme. The I don't even know who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then that's extra effort, and I'm literally playing a game. So you should go get in on it. It's in TMS Tavern, and you don't have the same last name. Go to TMS Tavern and pull up the meme that me and Jake are arguing on, and act like you're a total uninterested party, and just be like, "I don't know, man. It seems like he's just answering a question. Like who are you?" And the meme was pretty stupid. Also, Jake,
Which
go
meme is
to
it?
your.
Just
Oh, it's the one that says. It's the one that says. When you tell the DM you want to use Divine Intervention to have Goddess Mistra remove all magic in the game and instantly make a Lich useless. That's
Okay.
literally what the meme says. It's the stupidest fucking thing. And look at the number of likes. It's totally ratioed. There's way more. That's the other thing. Doing all these comments, we're ratioing it. If a
God.
if a meme has more comments than it does likes, then that means that it sucks, because almost no people have reacted to it and liked it, and yet a whole bunch of people are saying stuff about it. So literally, that makes the meme, every time someone replies to us arguing, that makes the meme look worse.
I'm going to say this one last thing about it, and then continue with Christina's turn. But he commented out of the blue and said me. He was like, "Oh wow, blah blah blah. At least it's better than that Jake douchebag who just wanted attention or whatever."
Yeah.
So the fact that he remembered my name and brought me back into it when I wasn't part of this conversation means I got into his head, which was my goal. And so I commented, and I was like, what did I say?
I saw, and yeah.
I said, I did my calm down, buddy. You all right? Then I said, just glad to know I'll be in your dreams tonight, sweetie. And then he replied, and I just kept to say the thing. And then he sent a screenshot that he took of the thread before I deleted the whole thread. And I was like, wow, you screenshotted your own comment? Okay, yeah, I've really gotten into your head. Whatever helps you sleep at night. I can send feet pics if you want. Like if that's what he needs to sleep, then give him the toesies.
Yeah, so it's like you should get in.
Well, I just joined the group because apparently I was no longer a member of this group. I found the meme, but I don't see any of y'all's comments.
Uh-oh. They should be in there. Look through there. You should see it.
I'm pretty much done. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just saying, I'm looking.
It's like the most toxic
You
crap,
tag him.
trash. No, because then it's obvious. I need him to act like he's just a total
Yeah.
third party. Like Will can't because their last name
May-
has my last name,
Oh.
so it's
Maybe
it's really
I'm in
obvious.
the wrong group and looking at the wrong meme because there isn't a single Palizetti on
It's
this.
called
thread.
Tiamat's Tavern.
Yeah, there's like 16 Tiamat's taverns, and they all have like sub names.
You can link him to the group or to the post. Link him to the
Oh
post.
yeah, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, link me to the post, please. 'cause
yeah,
I
yeah,
think
yeah,
I
yeah.
might be in the wrong group.
I'm personally done with this because if he keeps replying to me and then I just stand him up and don't reply, then that means I've won too. And I don't care anymore. I'm not like having a constructive conversation. So I can just stop replying after I said feet pics and he can tag me as much as he wants and he's just going to get more and more frustrated. Yep, there he goes. Mentioned you a few seconds ago. But I'm done and I will continue playing D&D and you can keep replying. if you want, but
I
I'm
just
out
keep
of it
hearing
now.
ping, ping, ping,
Yeah.
and I'm like, god damn it. And I'm not actually arguing with this is the trashiest group on the internet.
Yeah.
I just like arguing stupid things. The first thing I thought, honestly, when I saw the meme, I want to go put it in my D&D troll group where I post the stupidest shit imaginable.
Okay.
Because that really is.
I was in the right group. This meme has been posted more than once, and so I was looking at the wrong.
Oh, you
Copy
should
of
point
it.
that out. You should point that out. You should be like, the saddest thing about this meme is it's like a repost and make fun of the guy posting it. And you should be like, why are you
Yeah.
defending a meme that you're not even the first one that posted it? This is like sad, dude. What kind of attention are you trying to get? And then talk about how cool I am. Be like, I don't know, but that Nick guy seems pretty cool. I bet his penis is much bigger than yours IRL. No, don't say that. Don't say that. But do trash him. Okay, Justina's
All
turn.
right, Justina's turn. You have
We're
you-
fighting
you
two
cur-
combats.
you currently are still adjacent to a violet fungus, and
Okay.
there are rats scurrying and getting awful close to you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna slash at that rat with my scimitar. After all that, and oh wait, I'm almost dead. Fuck. Oh, I can do both. Okay, I don't want to die, so I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself, and that was a bonus action, and then I'm gonna use my action to slash at this dude with my scimitar.
Okay.
So Healing Word is sorry, I have to I think it's 1d4 plus Wiz modifier, which for Justina is +4, so 1d4 +4. So I'm going to do that first.
All right.
Trusty d4.
All right.
2 + 4, so she heals 6, and that puts her at 9, which is just 1 short of full health. And then she's going to make an attack roll against this pink guy. And that's a 6 plus 6 is 12 to hit.
The fungus. Yes, 12 hits.
Oh, nice. That's going to be 1d6 damage. And that's 4. Wait. Scimitar. 1d6 plus 3 because of my dexterity. So that's 7 damage. Wow.
Right.
Oh my god, you guys. He shared the post from this group to this group.
Really?
What?
Yes. Look, the
No.
original post, the one that I'm looking at, hold on.
The lore keeps getting more and
It
more.
was from July 6th by Gabriel Tyson Martinez, and I can
In-
link you
in
to
a-
it.
That's a
And
that's
if
a
you
different
look
group.
at this one, it says that it says the original post is Gabriel Tyson Martinez, July 6th, from this one that you linked to me.
It's from another group called My D&D Group.
Not the one I'm looking at.
I mean, you can link it.
Oh, you know what? Then what that might mean? Okay, so he probably shared it from a different group, but the same guy shared it to this group before,
Probably, yeah.
and so he shared it the different post from the different
So
group.
he did see it from this group, but he clicked on the original link, which was that guy sharing his own link to the group, and then shared it. So it is a reshare directly from this group, but technically it was shared twice from the other group or something. But yeah, either way, it's a shitty repost too. He's like, it's not even my meme. I'm like, why are you sucking his dick so hard then? All right, so Fungus has now taken a total of 24 damage. Which one is that? It's looking hurt. That one has crumbled to almost nothing but its tendrils, and you see like the inner. It's like when you take a mushroom and you see like those gills on the inside of it. You see like its little mouth on the inside there, and it's got like little fungus teeth, and it's going "Rah!" and it's like crumbling apart, but it's still got tendrils, and it's still mobile.
Wait, how can you tell which post this one was shared from originally? Because I can't see anything about it.
It shows underneath. It shows underneath the post.
Yeah, but I don't see it. All it says is Gabriel Tyson, July 6th.
If you're on PC, you click the timestamp, and it brings you to the original post. I don't know about mobile.
Okay, see, I didn't know that. Okay, I'm not on mobile.
Yeah, you click on the timestamp then. So this one is still alive, but it is very, very badly hurt. All right, and that was Jessina's turn. Are you moving anywhere?
Nah, no, because she's still in melee range, so I'll just stay there. It's fine.
Okay, and now, so you slash this thing, and it's almost dead, and the other ones are slowly moving towards you, but you've got your vines in the way, and the Gila monster that burst out of the thing and trumped through the forest, kind of walked right over these rats. And they started swarming on top of the thing, and they're looking for the nearest creature. They're all like pissed off, and they swarm, and they pick a direction. Let's pick a direction at random. 1 to 3 is left, 4 to 6 is right. They swarm to the left, and there's 2 targets over there. 1 to 3 is Kara, 4 to 6 is Pantok. The rats swarm, and they run over the Gila monster's corpse, and they swarm into Pantok's square as they attempt to crawl up his robe and bite his bits.
His bits.
Whatever's under that robe, they're biting it. And that is a 14 to hit. Does that hit Pantok's AC?
14?
Yeah.
God damn it! Ah, damn it! With mage armor, that would totally have blocked it. Yes.
That's mage armor.
Takes damage.
All right. Well, it's only 6 piercing damage.
By the way, someone else is getting into. Okay, I have no incentive to stop this argument because all this is doing is making more of a shit show and ruining this guy's post. And if there's a thread with 100 replies arguing this stupid shit, and all I'm doing is shit replying. So some new guy comes in and tags me and says, yeah, but the DM asked the player. And I said, yep, player describes the assistance, and then the DM chooses the nature of the intervention. So if you say, please take away the Lich's magic, the DM can decide whatever they want. They are under no obligation to do whatever the player requests. It's not a wish spell at level 10, LOL. But I'm happy to answer questions for people who are learning.
Yeah,
I just get nicer and nicer.
They don't seem to be getting what our point is. Our point is that the meme implies the DM is frustrated. The DM would have no reason to get frustrated because the outcome is entirely in their hands. If they're frustrated, it's their own fault. It has nothing to do with what the player did. When they see that, they think we're saying, you couldn't do this, this wouldn't happen, this is impossible. Because they don't have any reading comprehension or critical thinking, so they just don't understand what we're saying, and they think we're arguing something different. So they're attacking a straw man argument that no one ever said, and they're like, well, actually, that's what I said on my last thread before I deleted. I said, and a bunch of people come in here actuallying me, and he's like, I mean, you did that first, and I said, no, I made a comment on your stupid post. That's not actually. You're coming and correcting me. I was just saying the meme is stupid. All right, so Pantok is being swarmed by rats. Jessina has almost killed this fungus, and there's 3 more slowly moving towards the party. Pantok and whose turn? Pantok and Kara's turn.
Okay, this time Pantok is going to go first, and he's going to say, wait, did these rats attack me? God damn it.
And they're in your space, yeah.
I missed that part. Oh, that means I can't make a ranged attack roll.
You took the damage,
rats.
right?
Oh, yeah, sure.
6 piercing damage?
Okay, actually I didn't. Oh no, he's dead.
Oh my.
but I'm winning this online argument.
Oh my god.
You're not bloodied or unconscious. You're dead.
Unconscious.
Okay,
There's no insta-death in 5th edition. You have to file your taxes and wait 6 months to die in this game. So
I'm guessing there's a lot of red tape before the DM rips up your character sheet too.
can I go ahead and roll my death save?
No, not till the end of your. Oh yeah, it's your turn. Is anyone gonna? Can anyone? Kara can stabilize you.
Oh, that's right.
yeah, I'm right here.
If you want,
Yeah, I'm.
Either try to
I'm gonna
stabilize
try to
him or attack the rats that are
just
swarming at his
attack. Wait. Does Jacina have one more
You
healing
sure?
spell? Let me see. If Jacina has one more slot,
Ooh.
oh, she doesn't.
She cast 2 spells,
Oh.
didn't she?
Oh, piss.
Yeah,
Yeah,
healing
she
word
did.
and uh-oh.
Well, I'm right here.
Well, it's
I.
your choice. Although, getting these things dead is probably our best shot. Like, if you stabilize me, I won't be dying. But you guys have no way to bring me back up during this battle because there's no more magical healing. So I would say just try to get these dead as fast as we can so that I can recuperate. Because
Hey, you got at least 2 turns unless you fail, like get a natural 1 death save. Knock on wood. You got at least 2 turns before you have a chance to fail.
Yeah.
And you could get You could get 3 successes. You might not. You might stabilize yourself. So
yeah, and
someone
if I
saves
get
you,
a
that's
20, I
decent
pop
turns.
up.
Yeah.
I would say honestly, if Pantok could whisper to you in his unconscious mind, he would say, "Well, wait."
Definitely, Pantok, roll your death save first and see what happens. Because if it's a 20, you pop up.
Would
And
he
if
get
it's a 1, what?
would he get
Just roll
sneak
your
attack
death
against
save.
these rats?
Yeah.
16.
Okay. I mean, I'll let you choose. Depending on what Kara decides to do, you would get attack if you were brought up on this turn, but you couldn't be brought up. There's no way you can be brought up because Kara would just stabilize you. So 1 successful death save.
How do I do death saves? I tried to type a 1 and it said I'm
don't.
not. Huh?
You don't. Just take a token. Here.
No, it lets me do it. Okay, I'm doing it on my sheet.
Okay.
It's just when I tried to change it, it gave me that warning message, and I'm like, pretty sure, but it works. So
Yeah,
okay, that was Pantok's turn. I would say if you get sneak attack on the rats, attack the rats, and hopefully kill them really quick so that they don't kill me. If not, I would say get the fungus next to Jacina.
Yeah, I don't think you have a sneak
Okay.
attack on it.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's.
Oh, but you can't. It's next to you. You can't ranged attack the fungus without getting an opportunity attack against you.
So.
Well, first, I will say, not an opportunity attack. Second, swarms have to be in your space to attack them. Their reach is 0 feet. That swarm of rats is not threatening Kara.
So.
I'm dead. I'm not gonna say anything else. I mean, Pantok isn't.
The swarm that's here is not in range to attack you. You can move away from it. You can do whatever you want. But on its turn, they might move into your space and attack you.
Well, Okay. I'm gonna attack the swarm. Rapier. With
All
my-
right. And you have disadvantage on this attack because you have no allies next to it and you're in the direct
Shit.
sunlight.
This is so bad.
Natural 20. You didn't catch
I didn't
that.
mean
I
to-
thought I saw it.
didn't
It
mean
was
to
on the
click it.
8. It started to roll back towards the 20 and then you grabbed it. That's a nat 20. Now this is the disadvantage. So all right, you stab at the ground and you just barely miss Pantok's body as you're trying to stab these rats that are on top of him. But your rapier does not connect with any
Well-
rats. Except for the one
Wait,
that jumps on
wait,
your
wait,
rapier
wait,
and starts climbing it.
Ew. But wait.
Hmm?
7 wasn't the final thing.
Oh, okay.
Attack bonus. That's +6. So like.
Yeah,
Did I roll
actually.
7?
It does hit. I'm sorry. For some reason, I'm used to
13.
7s just being a miss, but they have pretty low AC. So yeah, that hits. I'm glad you.
Okay.
I'm glad you continued. Good. Yeah, that's right. You're learning to use your modifiers. There you go.
Well, I already knew how to use my modifiers.
mean-
You just like interrupted me, so I was like, "Come on, man!"
I just had to make myself.
What's a modifier?
You made the mistake. I had to put the blame for the mistake on somebody else.
Estimate.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Haha, you.
That's
Good job.
totally
It was a
what you
test.
meant.
What's the damage? It's still not sneak attack, but
Still not sneak attack, it's just 1d6. Oops. That sucked. I didn't mean to, like, roll it right like that. I guess it's random.
technically random.
2.
2 plus
2 plus 4.
so 6 damage. So you stab at the rats, and the one that's on your rapier, you shake it off, and you stab it out of the air, and it kind of pierces it, and then it runs off into the field. And you poke them like you're trying to, like you have a cocktail toothpick, and you're trying to pick up a bunch of weenies on the ground, and you're like, stab, 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 stab. And you stab a couple of them, and a couple of them run off from the swarm. But it doesn't look like you did very much damage to them because there's just so many, and they're just swarming around so much.
Ah, the rat! Okay.
Right, and it is. It's still your turn if you'd like to move. You're not provoking opportunity attacks if you move away from them.
Yeah, because they don't have reach. Well, I am gonna move away from. Actually, no. No. Change my mind. I'm just gonna stay, like, right here.
Okay. Then next is the fungi's. They're pretty
Damage
fun
take?
guys.
Which ones? 'Cause
Oh
two take
yes,
damage.
all of them. So yeah, let's roll some damage. Give me 2 damage rolls. There's 2, and they have not shaken off any acid yet.
Also, be right back.
Okay.
3 for the first one.
All right.
8 for the second one. Holy shit.
Okay. All right. Those are both still alive. This one slowly mushes through the difficult terrain. This one sloughs forward. This one sloughs forward. And the one next to Jacina lashes out a number of tentacles. 2 tentacles, in fact. One of them whips and strikes at Jacina with a 20 to hit, not natural. And the second one lashes behind her at Toddy, and that dice is cocked almost perfectly. And that is a 10. So the first one will probably hit Jacina, and I don't believe a 10 will hit Toddy.
Nope, thank God I don't have to waste a spell slot on mage armor. This is going to come back to bite me in the ass.
And Jacina takes, 7 necrotic damage. She had
Okay.
8
Is
HP, right?
Is that total damage is 7?
7 total, yeah.
She's still alive. She's got
Okay.
two hit points.
Okay. Let's see. Flip. Okay, that was the fungus's turn. Toddy, it is your turn.
Whew. Yeah, no. It's in the afternoon, evening time, right? Or is it still early
It is
morning?
pretty early morning.
Fuck, do I want to burn both my spell slots?
Everyone else has.
Fuck yeah! I yell, hey, I would like to, I kind of yell the creatures. I yell, hey, you want to split a drink? Because I hear you're a lot of fun, guy. Then I move over here around Jacina. And I think we all know what's going to happen next. Tosh's caustic brew straight across these two. I'll have built a cross across these. Like I should get bonus holy Jesus damage for this one.
It's like the shape too.
It is. That's awesome. Hold on. It's a 14 save, but I can't remember. I think it's Dex, but let me double check. I think.
I believe so, but you can check it.
Just Toll the Dead is Wisdom. Yeah, which makes these decks.
All right, 14 you said?
Yep.
All right, the first one blasts it straight in its face as your acid blasts off it and spatters a little bit on Jessina's cheeks where it singes her delicate skin. The one at the far end doesn't move at all to try to dodge it, but its body kind of squishes down in its space. But because it's so far away, the curve of your acid lands straight on its head and soaks it, even though it tried to kind of squish itself down and dodge. So it looked like it did a really cool dodge move, but just barely wasn't enough.
So did it hit
they
both
are-
or just the second one?
Yeah, then both of them got soaked. All 4 of those things are now.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
And would you like to do anything else with your turn? What's the range on that thing?
30, and I didn't put myself exactly in the square, so I'm not exactly sure.
No, you're fine where you are. I was just making sure. I was gonna say if maybe you could be further back, but no, that's
No,
They're-
I had to be right up
they're
close,
30
but I'm
down there.
not sure. Well, that's the thing. It's 30 from me, not 30 from the first mob. I measured
Yeah.
it wrong the first time. So
where you are right there is fine.
okay, all right, awesome. Then in that case, no, that's my move because now I would need to take an opportunity.
You would take an opportunity attack if you moved away. Make an insight check.
Hey, are you guys positive that that meme has been shared more than once to the group?
100%. You want me to link you the original one?
No.
Too late. I'm doing it anyways.
Okay, now I'm gonna go check.
Wait, don't tell me that it hasn't been, and I'm an idiot.
No, yeah, that's the other. That's
Yep,
my
that's
team.
the wrong group. Hold on.
Yeah, that's the other one. So this guy saw this in another group, and then he shared it in this group because he's like, "Oh, haha, yeah, this is funny."
So it hasn't been shared in this group before.
No.
Yeah, it seems like it. That's
so
why
my
he was
comment
checking.
is stupid.
Oh, did you make the comment? Oh.
I
That's
just
what-
unmade the comment.
Oh, I was gonna say that's okay because then it seems like you're just an outside person who's not related to us at all, and you're just making random observations.
It was waiting on approval for my because your first one you have to get
Oh, that's
approval
right.
for or whatever. So
Oh,
it
yeah.
hadn't actually gone through yet anyway.
They saved you from yourself.
Damn straight. Oh shit! What was I doing?
So both of those things are melted, and you were deciding whether you want to move away and take an opportunity attack. But I told you to make an insight check. You
Oh,
also
that's right. I
make-
went to
you
make
can
the
also-
insight check, and then Nick said that, and
Yes.
I got this. Yeah.
Yep, insight check.
$15.
Okay, so you guys have been fighting these things for a little while, and you seem to have not noticed their weaknesses. But your character has been a little bit more attentive, especially getting up close into melee and backing out and doing the things.
That
Um,
sounds like a lie, but
They're only moving
I've been
five.
attentive.
They're only moving 5 feet at a time. Their range is 10 feet, but they can only move 5 feet. So there's zero reason to be up in their face, taking whips to the face while you attack them. In addition to that, it seems like when they attack, they have anywhere from 1 to 4 tendrils that whip out and attack you. But when they opportunity attack, it's always only a single tendril that comes out.
oh fuck yeah, I'm
So-
moving back.
Yeah, by just standing in their face fighting them, you guys are basically beating your head into a wall, killing yourselves. And Toddy realizes this as she runs away, and a single tendril does lash out at her. And that's going to hit. We'll see what damage it
I don't know. It's a
Um,
15. I don't
it
think
is-
that hits me.
It is 7 damage. So does that drop you?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so you realize as you start to run away, you say, these things have, I'm assuming you tell your party the information.
Yeah, obviously I'd yell it at him.
You say, these things aren't very good at long range, and it doesn't seem like they can hit you very much if you run away from them, so I'm going to run over here. And you turn around and run, and then it goes, bap, it hits you in the back of the head, and you go, black, and you fall down.
I'm
As I
back.
fall down,
Welcome
I
back.
go, Nani.
So, well, Kara's dealing with the rats over there. That's a whole other story. Toddy just realized through the might of the insight check that these 4 fungus things that you guys are fighting in melee for some reason have a 5 speed, and you could just like walk out of range and just like pelt them with arrows or whatever. But for some reason, you're opting to stay in melee combat and kill yourselves. So to avoid a TPK, the DM gave you a an insight check to realize this. And we are now to the top of the initiative order with Jacina, who is still standing.
Well, for now, oh, I used the disengage action.
Uh-huh.
And
Okay,
then I-
you are
and
now
then I-
disengaged.
And then I run back 35 feet, which takes me to here.
The thing angrily tries to lash at you with its tendrils, but it's too quick and you're too deft to avoid its tendrils, and it squeals as you run away, and it turns its attention to the body of your friend.
Justina's gonna kite this.
Kinky.
Turns its attention to the lifeless body of your
Sorry,
friend.
Justina wasn't thinking strategically because I'm arguing with like 7 people now in this group. The more that you reply, the more it pops up and gets attention, and then everyone that sees it is like, oh, everyone's piling on someone, so I have to come in. But I'm just replying to every single argument, which is just compounding it and making it worse. But this is my intention. This is my goal. And every single person, I reply to them as if they're saying it in good faith, and I'm just being
exactly.
and I'm being nicer and more condescending. This one guy's like, blah blah blah. He goes, "No one asked you," and that was the first thing he said. Like he wasn't in the conversation, and I said, "Well, actually, a lot of people replied to me, including you. So I'm wondering why you would say that and then reply to me." And he goes, "Yeah, they're replying and they're saying the exact same thing that I said." And I said, "So you came here to say what you saw everyone else already saying and just repeat it? That's interesting behavior." And that's all I said. I'm making my post shorter and shorter because even if you make a really good point, if you say more than 1 or 2 sentences, then people are like, look at you, you're saying a whole bunch of words. That must mean you're mad. So instead, I just figure out the most annoying thing to say and just make it 1 sentence. Oh, so anyway, so Jacina is now going to safely kite these for the rest of the match. Pantok, to be fair, there's not a lot he could do. He was fighting this lizard that popped up next to him. Jacina probably could have thought to move a turn ago, but even if I wasn't arguing with people, I probably would have forgot because we never use the disengage action.
You guys have been focusing on these funguses, which are super immobile and easy to kite, rather than the enemies that can actually deal damage. And so you now have 2 downed allies making death saves with no heals left because you burned all your spell slots.
Yep.
And luckily the swarm of rats just moved into Kara's square and started to swarm her, but they rolled a 2. So Kara, the rats are now nibbling at your feet and trying to jump up on you, but they're hitting your scales and then they're like sliding off and landing on the ground.
They're eating my toes.
You're far enough away, it's probably safe for you to attack them because those fungus only have literally like 5 feet of movement. So the whole thing is just stay away from the fungus and we'll be okay.
And it is Pantok and Kara's turn, so you can decide whether you want to roll a saving throw at some point, and then Kara can take their turn.
Ah, rat! Stab, 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 stab with the rapier.
All right, with disadvantage.
Yeah, it's not much I can do right now. But, anyway. I'll use this one.
It's gotta be so frustrating for Jake as a DM watching us do stupid things.
I mean, if you guys TPK, we got more characters.
Maybe you all do.
All right, I think that 12 was a hit, so yes, that does hit. So roll your damage, no sneak attack.
So that is a 6.
All right, you stab and strike a couple of more rats with your thing, but it doesn't seem like much is going through just because you stab it a bunch and some of them connect, but about half of the stabs just miss and go in the dirt because there's just so many rats you're trying to hit all at once with a single tipped weapon. All right, and that's Kara's turn. So Pantok, make your death saving throw.
Great. I've been looking forward to this. Where's my big giant red die? Oh, it's over here. Okay, that's not my roll. That's not my roll. Ah, damn it.
I'm not looking at it. Let me know the result.
This is the roll. 9.
All right, that is a fail. You now have 1 failure and 1 success. I mean, I don't have to tell you that. That's just how it
I'm tracking it.
All right, and that is Pantok's turn. I believe the funguses are next. Yes. And Kara, were you trying to move at all, or are you just standing still?
I was trying to move, but wait. No, because opportunity attack. Wait.
Yes, they are in your square now, so they would get an opportunity attack when you try to move away. You would have been safe last round if you tried to move, but you didn't.
Well, I'm gonna just stay right here. Also, why do I keep spawning more dice? What button is doing that?
I don't know. Where'd they all come from? Alright.
I'm gonna get rid of some of them at least. I just wanted like 2 extra ones, just in case, but then more and more and more started appearing.
Let's see. Probably clone. I don't know what command that is, though.
I did clone like 2 of them. It's Control C. But that I'm not pressing that. Anyways.
Right.
My god, I did it.
And, okay, the fungi's, the one that's next to Toddy sloughs over Toddy's body, and senses it for signs of life. It's like feeling her with its tendrils, and it's like licking her and sucking on it with its mucus.
All right,
And
you're
when
gonna have to stop her. We're gonna have a mess over here. I'm just saying.
when it realizes that she is not conscious and not breathing, well, not really, it senses that there's another warm-blooded creature in range, and it starts moving towards Jessina. And that is its turn. Next is Toddy. So, death saving throw, please.
Wake up, Toddy.
DC 20 flat.
– 16.
Right. So that's a success, which we haven't really rolled death saves. Anything from a 2 to a 9 is a failure and counts as 1 failure. Anything from an 11 to a 19 counts as 1 success. If you get 3 successes, you're stabilized. If you get 3 failures, you die. If you roll a 1, that counts as 2 failures. If you roll a 20, you stand up immediately with 1 HP.
What about 10?
That's a success. 10 is the DC.
No. Well, you had said 2 through 9 and 11 through
Sorry,
19.
10 plus.
I wasn't 100% sure. I want to make
Yeah,
sure.
sorry. 10 is the minimum. So there's only 9 chances to go
Yeah.
lower.
That's what I thought, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, no, actually, that'd be cool. 10 should just be nothing. It should be in the middle. But we are
Or
back.
it should make you sweat it. You have to re-roll.
Oh, yeah, to re-roll.
I think that should be canon in our games from now on,
That's a good
personally.
We'll see. Back to the top of initiative. Justina, you are next. You have 2 friends down, and you are currently kiting these things, which are slowly moving towards you. Yeah, they've all moved a little bit closer towards you, but not by much.
Is it Justina's turn?
Yes.
Okay, she's gonna firebolt. I'm sorry, frost strike. That one.
Frost strike.
Frostbite.
Frostbite.
Sorry, I haven't actually used it very much. It's my ranged attack. But usually I'm healing. Okay, so the target makes a Constitution saving throw, and that's a 14.
All right, it rolled a natural 18, so that would be a success. So nothing happens.
Okay, and she's going to use her movement to move back like that far.
All right. And next up is Pantok and Kara.
Oh,
Oh, Pantok will make his saving throw. 19. It's 2 success and 1 miss.
And Kara.
oh, sorry. My mic wasn't doing. It was doing the thing again.
Oh. Yeah, I haven't heard anything you said then.
Screech and try to beat up these rats once again
Alright.
with not a good chance. Oh wow.
And your disadvantage roll? Wow, that's 2 nat 20s you would have gotten.
Oh my
And I
gosh.
believe that was a hit last time. Yes, that will hit. So roll your damage.
Wasn't that
And-
the exact same thing I got last time?
Yeah, actually it was.
That's amazing.
And after you
Anyways.
roll that damage, make an insight check.
Gotcha.
What is
Oh,
it? I can't see it below the cursor.
6.
Oh, nice. Okay. What is that?
Mm.
10 damage?
Yes.
All right. You stab them, and every stab that you stab down into them hits a rat. But there's just so many rats that as you hit all of them, you're going stab, 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 and there's just like you hit a bunch of them, and there's just more and more coming. It feels like they're endless. Make an insight check.
Oh boy.
So you're pretty sure that just because there's so many rats, it's almost like they're taking half damage from your physical attacks, just because you can only hit so many of them at once, and you haven't even reduced them to half their hit points with your stabs. Even though they've all hit and dealt decent damage, you're barely doing any damage to these things at all. Your weapons are almost useless against the swarm of numerous creatures.
Oh my gosh. Wow, that is very much not good. Not looking good for me.
Yep, and that is your action. Would you like to do anything else?
No, even though I want to, it's not much I can do right now.
All right. Then it is the fungi's turns.
They're fun, guys.
This one senses life nearby it, and it's going to move closer to Kara. This one is going to continue moving in the direction that it was. And these ones are just kind of caught up in the middle of this whole fungus thing, and they're not going anywhere. They're just kind of stuck. They're not going much of anywhere the rest of the combat. Toddy, it is your turn. Death saving throw.
Working on it. I got a dog assaulting me right now.
That's okay.
I can barely see my TV screen or my computer screen right now.
All right,
14
that is a
plus 2.
success. So 2 successes until you stabilize, or towards stabilizing. And back
Mhm.
to the top of initiative with
Hey,
Jesse.
have the rats been taking, or the fungi's been taking poison? Had taken
Oh,
damage.
they haven't. Let me roll a bunch of damage right now.
Sorry. Or
How much
do
is
you
it?
need
No, I'll roll.
2d4? Do you,
No, just
yeah,
because
okay, I'll just get it
in
done
the past.
fast.
It's not concentration, right?
Oh shit! Let me look.
Oh, it is concentration.
No, I don't think it's a concentration.
It is concentration.
Yep, it is. I have a big
No.
old C next to the name in my spell.
Believe they.
Tasha's caustic brew is concentration?
That doesn't
Yeah.
make any sense.
Wow.
Once you spit it on them, they should be
It is.
covered in acid.
Well, it's magic acid, I guess.
Yeah, when you stop, you're concentrating on
God.
keeping the acid
Huh.
there. So what was it? 2d4. You can roll it if you want. Roll
Yeah,
it forward.
but
I
I'm
think
not.
it-
I'm not
I think it was-
concentrating anymore. I haven't concentrated in a while.
It was at least one round before they hit you in the face that they took damage.
You're-
So roll it
you can-
once.
You continue to concentrate unless you cast another spell with concentration, or if you get hit with an attack, you have to make a constitution save to see if you continue concentrating.
Or if you get knocked
Yeah,
unconscious.
but I got knocked unconscious. Yeah, no,
Oh.
the second
Yeah.
group. Yeah, that's right. They would have taken one set of rolls. All right, hold on.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
so
easy.
all
Yeah,
of
you
them-
stop
all of them
concentrating
will
when you
do one.
went unconscious.
So are you rolling? Do you want to roll it or you want me
No,
to?
no, you can roll it. If I had to do multiple rounds, I would roll it, but since it's just the one that we determined, you can do it.
3 for the first set.
All right.
4 for the second.
All right.
Do I roll it 2 more or is that it?
Yeah, it's per creature.
Well, I didn't know if they were all going at the same round time or not.
They are, but you still roll it individually per creature.
3. Right, I know, but I meant I didn't know if it was only 2 of them that took the damage before concentration.
Oh
broke
no,
them
they
out.
all go
That's
at
why.
once.
And 4. So what was that?
I think that was 4 on all of them. All right. Well, this one and this one melt into a sludge on the ground as they die,
Yay!
and it is now just the one going after Scree and the one that's tangled in the mass.
Scree.
Three.
Sorry, there's a lot of
Scree.
characters. Okay, Kara. And it's
Kara.
not anywhere on my screen. I just have to remember it. I'd have to like mouse over the character. And you're currently covered by rats, so I can't mouse over your character. Speaking of which, let's see.
Wait a second. The rat closest to... Oh, fuck. That's too much retconning. I don't know.
What was it?
Well, you know what? I don't even know. I don't remember the order everything happened in.
What were you thinking though?
I was thinking that this one might have taken that damage before it
Mm.
knocked me. You know what I mean? Because if we're re-rolling from like 2 turns ago, if that was what knocked it out, if it didn't take any other damage since then that
So-
would have done that. I wouldn't have taken the damage, but I mean, it's all
I'll-
kinds of fucked up
I'll-
retconning right now.
Correct, and I'll assuage your worries by telling you something that I was gonna just not mention, but I'm gonna say it now. But that is not gonna change my decision. You got hit by an opportunity attack when on your turn. It hadn't gone yet.
That's right.
So it
That's
actually, technically, you would have lost concentration. They wouldn't have taken that damage. But I think it's dumb that they didn't take any damage from that spell, so they all took 1 more round of damage. So really,
It's okay if
they
you.
would
I
still
mean,
be
it's-
alive, but
but
they're
anyway,
gonna
it's
die.
okay.
They're
You're
gonna
right.
die eventually anyway. But yeah, so
I
that is-
forgot it was
that
an
is-
opportunity attack. Yeah,
that is a
that's
good
my bad.
point. That is a good point. And if that was something that could be retconned, I would absolutely go back and retcon it, or give you some. I would say like, oh, you stand up with 1 HP, but no, because they were
No, yeah.
because of the timing, unfortunately. But I did think of that though.
All good.
And Jessina, it is your turn. The one that you were kiting is dead. You have one of them tangled up in your net, and another one which is chasing Kara, who is being swarmed by rats.
Well, yeah, I don't think I can hit her from here, though. Hold on, let me see how far. 73 feet. And Frostbite has a range of 60. Oh, I can move that. So here, I'll move over 5, 10, 15, 20. There. And I'm going to use Frostbite on the rats. That's a con save 14.
All right, it is rolling a con save.
Justina to the rescue.
And it rolls a 19. So
Damn it.
your frostbite falls down and just barely misses Scree, and the chill goes through the rats, but it kind of just dissipates into the field as they duck and hide and weave their way away. All right, and Pantok's the rat's turn. Pantok will be next. The rats will attack Scree. Miss. And
Nice.
it's Pantok's turn.
Oh, death save. Oh, Pantok's turns are easy.
Yeah.
Pantok, wake
It's going
up!
fast now.
I don't like this. Pantok, wake up!
That wasn't a roll. Oh, you haven't rolled it yet.
9.
What is that 2 and 2?
Yep.
Okay. So Kara, you probably want to stabilize Pantok now, or he has a chance of actually
Okay.
dying next turn.
Okay, I'm going to sacrifice myself, and I can
Oh,
move
that's-
rats so I can move myself. Just 5 feet. If I
you can-
can't reach Pantok while I'm in this,
No, you can reach him. You're within 5 feet of him.
okay, good. Then I'm going to go ahead and stabilize Pantok.
All right. Make a medicine check.
Gotcha. Whee!
10. That is
Wait,
the,
wait,
that is the
wait.
DC.
Okay.
Nice. Thank you very much.
So, yeah,
That would have been
a.
11, so you
right.
know.
You could have rolled as low as a 9 then. So Pantok gets
Oh.
stabilized and will wake up in a number of hours. However, you still have rats swarming you that have just barely taken chomps out of your boots. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
The
Or just
dice
stand there
again.
and let them keep biting you. Chomp, chomp, chomp.
Gobble, 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 gobble. can't move, or they will start biting me for realsies.
I mean, they're biting you anyway.
And, well, yeah, I'm just gonna keep biting back as much as I can, and hope that Assistant Cough Cough Jessina, please help. Cough Cough.
Okay, so update on the argument thread. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
Make it quick.
So someone's arguing with me again, and then I responded, and they said, "LMAO, you can act passive aggressive all you want. It doesn't mean you have a higher taste in humor or that you're more intelligent. It just makes you a tool trying to rules lawyer a meme, especially when it's a rule that doesn't even need rules lawyering." So I replied and said, "Okay, cool." Because I just saw, hold on, I'm gonna send you this meme. I got this Nietzsche tier of arguments meme, and I was reading through them, and one of them, it says ignoring the argument completely. Okay, cool. And I'm like, oh my god, that's such a great response. Because it's like, yeah, you're a tool and a rules lawyer. Cool. I just called you a name. Yeah, I saw that you did. Do you feel better now? I can be more passive aggressive. I'll be the same level of aggressive, but more passive. Okay, sorry. Is it my turn?
Pantok just stabilized. Kara stabilized him. The Fungus's turn is next. One of them creeps slower to Kara. The other one just gets tangled up in this mess. And it is Toddy's turn. Death save. A success means you stand up. A failure means you have one failure. Not stand up, sorry, stabilize. Let's roll and 10. Wait, you guys keep rolling on the frickin' nose. Okay, so Toddy and Pantok are both stabilized.
Why is Toddy stabilized with a 10? Did she
Yeah,
get 3
I have to
successes?
re-roll.
That's the third success.
Really? You've been getting
Yeah.
good rolls. Wow.
Yeah, but I thought we were gonna add that to the game that a 10 means re-roll.
No. I said we'll consider
Jake
that.
is like, no.
I said we'll
Let's
consider
move
it later.
along.
No, because that would be uneven. It has to be equal chance. It's 50-50. You have a 50% chance of going up, 50% chance of going down, a 5% chance of going up a lot, and a 5% chance of going down a lot.
That means 10's a failure. 1 through 10 and then 11 through 20. That's 50-50.
Except one counts as 2 failures,
One
so
through-
mathematically it evens it out.
Oh, I
There's-
see.
There's 20 possible results. 1 through...
But-
Is it... Oh, okay.
But
so it
20,
actually is...
a 20
okay,
would
10
count as 3 successes.
10 is exactly in the center.
No,
Yeah.
well, okay, so there's 20,
There
which
can't
is
be an
an
exact
even number. Yeah, there's not an exact center. I believe the rule
Okay.
is still 10 or higher, so you actually get a 55% chance
Nice.
of recovering. So it's
Because
it's slightly tweaked in your
yeah.
favor.
It's uneven. Well, no, it should be exactly, right? It should be 10 on both sides. Yeah, it's slightly tweaked in your favor.
1
'cause
through 9,
it
10
could
through
be-
20 instead
yeah.
of 11 through 20. Which would
It should
1.
be 1 through 10 and then 11 through 20. That would be perfectly even. But they tweaked it in favor to make it a nice round number of 10.
Yeah, and also
So-
it'd feel pretty bad to roll a 10. Yes, I rolled a 10. Oh no,
Yeah.
that's a fail. 11 is the success. What?
Double digits is success. So yes, and you both stabilize. Where is stabilize?
We're still 0 hit points though.
No, we're at 1 because we're stabilized.
Nope, you only
Zero
get
hit points.
you only
and
get
unconscious.
you only get 1 hit point and pop up if you get a 20. If you stabilize, it just means you're not dying, and in 1 hour you will recover and wake
4
up.
hours.
For 4 hours.
I never knew
1d4
that.
hours.
So you have to survive the battle, and then Jessina and Kara can drag our bodies to the end to recover for the day.
And I did determine your hours when you wake up, so we will handle that after the game. But it is minimum 1 hour, so you will both wake up in a number of time.
And sorry, I don't mean to distract so much and make us all go slower and stuff. I know.
That's fine. It's a good question.
Oh yeah. No, you're not. I am, because I keep arguing with people on
Yeah.
Facebook and talking about it on the
No,
stream.
it was you. I was just apologizing on behalf for all of us.
So who's tagging me?
Oh, I'm not sorry. Oh, no.
Someone tagged me. I haven't even talked. I haven't
See?
even talked.
It's because all the most toxic people are coming to the shit show, and they all want to pile on.
Oh.
And the perception is that people are piling on me, and because I keep responding, but I'm fine with that.
This guy actually replied with a common sense thing. He said, "Yeah, it implies the DM is bad at thinking on their feet." I'm not going to reply. I'm just going to like that because that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it implies, and that's what I'm saying. is the DM's an idiot, and that's what the meme implies. So cool, if that's the perception. Anyway, 2 downed characters, 1 character being swarmed and eaten alive by rats, and Toddy is good. So Justina is next. You could call out advice to your friend.
To Kara? Oh, hey Kara, on your next turn, you should take the disengage action and run far away because that tentacle thing is about to catch up to you.
Yep, I see it. And I'm gonna proceed to run like the wind. Oh,
On your turn,
I
it's not
can't
your
move.
turn yet.
Yes.
It's Justina's turn. I just told her to give you advice.
Alright, alright.
Well, let me see. I don't have any ranged weapons, except I do have a spear, but that's, I think, strength to throw. So that's... Is a spear strength?
Yeah.
It's not finesse.
Why are we talking about ranged weapons? Aren't you a spellcaster?
Yeah, but all I've got is con save frostbite.
And what's wrong with that?
Fine. I cast frostbite again. Because I wish it
Okay,
was
roll the
I wish it was firebolt that does 1d10 damage.
Which one are you attacking?
Has this fungus take 3 damage? Okay, yeah, that's helpful, see. So I don't want to attack the fungus. I want to get the rats dead because we can outrun the fungus. So I'm going to frostbite the rats. 14
Okay, what is it?
constitution.
14 con.
Oh, finally a fail.
That is a fail. And so what is their damage?
1d6. Oh,
You
and
need your dice, Nick.
fuck. Okay, 1 damage, but also it has disadvantage on the next weapon attack roll it makes before the end of its next turn. What the fuck?
That is very helpful. Weapon attack is a games term. It means like a melee attack.
So does their bite count as a weapon attack?
Yeah, it's a melee weapon attack.
Awesome. So they have disadvantage. So yeah. So that's great. So it's only 1 damage, but it actually has an effect which hopefully will help Toddy.
Stop your ally.
Kara, yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, we just have to stay alive and focus the rats, get them dead, and then kite down these guys.
Exactly. Should be simple, right? All right, this is the disadvantage roll to attack Kara. And I believe both of those are going to be a hit. 14 plus 2 is a 16 to AC on Kara. What's Kara's AC?
That is a 15.
15 AC?
Yeah.
Oh, 16. All right, you
Oh, no.
take 7 piercing damage.
Oh shit. I have like 2 HP left. I am so far.
You're in the positive, though. That's
2
not a bad
more
thing.
than me.
Yeah, that's all you
Fair
need.
enough.
All right,
All
it
you
is
need is one.
Pantok. I'm gonna go ahead and perma-flip Pantok since they're unconscious. Actually, I'll leave them in initiative. I'm gonna put you at a 20. Just in case you get healed somehow, magically.
I'm not gonna get healed somehow.
It is Kara's turn, and you have a tentacle monster on your heels, and a swarm of rat literally on your heels.
Disengage and run as far away as you can.
Bye! Goodbye.
Yeah, I would probably run like this way. Or you could run opposite and then we split up. I don't know which one would be better. Maybe you should just run like over here.
Well, I mean, if I'm running towards you and eventually get to you,
Are we leaving
then
Pantok's lifeless body next to the rats?
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
How close to dead is Pantok?
He's unconscious.
He's dead. He's unconscious. Yeah, not dead. Unconscious. Sorry. He's unconscious and will not wake up for 4 hours. If he gets hit while he's unconscious, I guess he starts making death saves again. I don't actually know what
That's
happened.
what I was trying to find out. Yeah.
Oh my god, it's so hard to select me with the rat.
Oh yeah, you can move the rats if you need to move yourself.
There we go.
All right, so you disengaged and moved 25 feet.
25, 30.
30. Okay.
Wait, no, that's
25.
still 25. Then over here is 30.
Okay.
Yep, that's far enough. That is
All right. you have disengaged from the rats, and
Bye.
you kind of shake them off as you walk away, and you see their
Run
little
away.
bodies climbing out of the thing and climbing onto Pantok and tearing his cloak into shreds.
Oh, jeez.
This fungus is now confused, and it's like, where'd my food go? And it goes, oh, there it is, and it moves forward,
Oh, fuck.
and it lashes out 4 tendrils at the delicious food, or tendrils,
Oh,
3
God,
tendrils
thank you.
at the delicious food in front of it,
Thank you.
which just happens to be rats.
Thank you.
Rat. That is.
See, this is what happens when you have a good DM.
I didn't do this. You guys kited the mindless fungus one before it killed me.
Actually, I think
That's
this is
strategy.
what happens when you have a shitty group. Only one member
Oh,
who's a good member,
well.
but they're distracted.
Okay. I need another D8. That was a crit. So the rats take 11 necrotic damage as the tendrils slap down on them. And they squeal and start to disperse a little bit as the tendrils lash on them. And they take, how much? 11. Okay. Alright. And Toddy's turn. She's unconscious. Justine is next up.
No, I'm conscious. I got brought back up, didn't I?
No,
No,
you're
you're still
stable.
unconscious for 1d4 hours.
Oh, okay. I see what it is.
Natural
I just stopped
20.
making. I get it.
Yes. A natural
Did
20
they-
brings you up. You are still at 0 health.
Did they change that in 4E? Didn't it 3 successes
believe
that you
so.
stood up with 1 HP?
I believe so.
That's why I got confused.
Yeah,
Got it.
I don't remember 4E, but I get confused on that a lot. But the popping up with 1 hit point is like a super rare thing. But that only happens if you get a 20. But that happens to
Yeah.
us a lot.
Yes.
Usually when we roll death saves, we end up getting like either the battle ends pretty quick and we just heal, or
Or we
no,
heal.
actually, usually we heal. But on a couple of instances, we've gotten 20s. We've never had someone
Yeah.
die. Well, I
Yeah.
guess I should
Thanks
attack.
for jinxing us.
Exactly. I guess I should attack the rats. Well, fuck. But you're saying like that fungus. If I kill the rats, then the fungus is gonna eat Pantok.
Something's gonna eat Pantok.
Something's gonna eat him.
Giggity.
God, there's no damage on either one of them.
What?
Shit.
Oh, sorry.
Okay. I'm gonna do.
Fungus has 3 damage. The rats have 21 damage.
Okay, frostbite on the rats.
Right. They are rolling a save,
That's 14 con.
and they made the save.
There's just nothing else I can do.
Rat's turn. They swarm on Pantok in his space, and then as the tendrils lash at them and start to hit them, they climb under the Gila monster and swarm the tentacle monster. And hit it and deal some damage. It looks like they don't deal very much damage because there's only a handful of rats left. But they deal some damage to the tentacle monster. And it is Kara's turn.
Okay. I'm trying to.
The rats are on top of the tentacle thing, but I'm going to move them so we can target it.
Gotcha. Yeah, I want to try to target that tentacle boy that's eating up the rats. But, yeah, I'll be fine.
Alright.
What's up?
How is pack tactics worded? Can you read it to me? I don't have it.
Yeah, I'm gonna go read it real. Where is it?
I think it's
The
an
creature
ally.
has an advantage on attack rolls against another creature if at least one of the attacking creature's allies is within 5 feet of the target creature and the ally isn't incapacitated.
So the rats are not an ally, they're a mutual enemy, but that does not make them an ally.
Sure.
And pack tactics implies you're working with your friends. It's not just a distraction. So yeah, the rats don't give you advantage, but you can still shoot one of them if you'd like.
Well, I think I'll go for the Mr. Fungus.
Okay.
Actually, it's a mixed fungus. They don't have genders.
True. That's true actually. Are you gonna move at all or just stay there?
No, I am also going to move.
Okay. I mean, you can resolve your attack first. I was just reminding you.
Yeah. 13 or 7.
And what's this
Well,
other fungus
7?
you said? 7 will hit.
Okay. Then I'll take that. Holy shit, that is like the third 7. 777.
Yeah, literally every hit on the fungus has been 7.
Anyways.
All right.
That's 7. Oh my god!
All right. Well, your bolt lands straight into the fungus, and it's lashing at the rats that are on it. And with you and the rats combined, its body crumbles as the rats go nom, 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 and eat it into pieces. And now the rats go and start swarming back towards Pantok.
Nah!
Ah, shit!
Yeah, that was a choice, but I'm not sure it's the one I would have made. All right. It's the fungus's turn, and there's only one fungus left, and it's actually kind of just given up on life. So you look towards it, and it goes completely still, and it looks like just a big mushroom in the middle of the field.
Yeah, it doesn't have a lot of options at this point.
Yeah. And let's see who's still conscious. Justina, you're next, and the rats are after you.
Oh, good.
Well,
Oh, the rats are after me?
no?
Oh, the rats are after me. Oh, the rats are after me.
The rats go on the turn after you go. The rats are after Pantok.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll
They were
make them
going
after me.
Pantok.
So I'm going to move 5, 10, 15, 20? Or is that 15? I'm going to move from here to here. How many feet is that?
15.
Okay, I move 15 feet, and I cast Thorn Whip and try to whip the rats.
All right.
Now
That's an attack roll.
And watch me nay, and watch me wait. I'm gonna say that every time we cast Thorn Whip.
Oh, please do it. It improves the experience. Oh, come on, man.
Brings the
That's
experience, but not the
fucking
roll.
stupid. Fucking dumb, man. Okay,
Man.
well, and then I, well, I'm gonna stay here. No, I'm gonna move back
Oh,
here. I don't want them to attack me.
All right. And it's the rat's turn. And the few rats that are left, they're less than half of their original size. There lay many rats pierced with a rapier, melted by necrotic acid, and whatever other attacks. I think those are the only attacks that have hit them so far. The few rats that are left crawl over the Gila monster to go back to their prey, but as they crawl on the Gila monster, they taste they feel its mushy, melted necrotic flesh, and they stop on the Gila monster and start tearing at its flesh and burrowing themselves into it, eating its flesh.
ooh.
And it is now Kara's turn. A couple of them go to Pantok, but they're just like munching on his wounds. Not enough to,
They're just biting
an
his
enemy.
dick, so
Yeah.
not a big deal.
yeah, one of them is still up his robe. That one never left.
Oh my gosh.
When he's revived, finally, he's gonna look in his pants and go, "Please kill me again."
Kill me and cast mending, and then revive.
Oh yeah, because it would be an
Oh my
inanimate
God.
object.
That would that actually work? Because if not, we should make that into a meme
Yeah.
that mimics the other meme online
Yes!
and post it.
I'm gonna make a meme
In the
about
comment.
using mending. Friend
And then
breaks
listen
his
to your little bit.
friend breaks his arm. I kill my friend, cast mending, and then have him revive.
And then the
then-
picture of the parrot with the DM, and it says DM. "Wah."
Oh yeah, and like, because there's not
Post it in
even
the comments.
there's not even wounds like that in D&D. You would just cast a healing spell. There would be no benefit. Okay, I'm not gonna make that meme because I'm gonna get really bored of it. But you should make that meme. Make a meme about how
Write the text for me because I don't know exactly how it works and I don't want to fuck it up.
ally
Write
breaks
the
his
text.
ally breaks his arm, wizard can't cast heal. So instead, he kills his friend, casts Firebolt to kill his friend.
Physically type it in our group chat. Otherwise, I will fuck it up. Okay.
Nah. But go argue more in the group.
Kara's turn.
Yes.
The rats seem to be temporarily distracted by this giant Gila monster corpse.
And while they are distracted, can I go into sneaking?
Sure, you can use an action to hide from the no enemies that are chasing you.
Oh, well, okay. If I did, then that would mean I could attack next round, which would give me stealth. But I still have disadvantages and shit, so like...
You would have advantage for attacking from the hidden, so you still wouldn't have sneak attack, but you'd be attacking at a flat roll.
Okay, well, here's the thing. Do I do
You'd also have to
that?
make a check to hide, so you might fail to check to hide too and waste your turn.
Fair enough, but, you know, it's kind of easy-ish to hide. I'm a rogue! Do not underestimate my hiding.
Using your
Watch me roll one.
Using your action to hide is usually not worth it. Like, if you're trying to do it just to get more damage on the next roll, it's probably better to make 2 attacks. Where it's really good for a rogue is when you get cunning action, because
you get cunning action,
which is level 2. So rogues get it pretty early, but because otherwise every class could just do that, just hide, and like if there was a mechanical benefit. But the advantage that you get pretty much cancels out the turn you waste hiding. It's kind of like there's a cantrip called True Strike, where you point at an enemy and you cast the spell, and your next attack against that enemy has advantage, but it takes an action. So there really just isn't a situation where that's going to end up being a net benefit, just as a mechanic.
Fair enough. Well, then I'd rather take my chances with going with 2 attacks. Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna shoot them with my short bow. 19
hit, so
or it's another 7. Watch.
Literally. That's
No,
12. Okay.
12.
That will hit. So you fire an arrow at them, and it lands, and it hits at least 1 rat. How much damage does it deal?
That is... Let me get this. Five damage.
Alright, it hits 1 rat and knocks it into another rat, but only the 1 rat is killed by it. Again, a single arrow doesn't do much against a dozen rats, but it does take some damage. And there's only a handful of rats left. And... let's see... Alright, it is Fungus's turn. Fungus is out of initiative. He's a fungus now. Justina's turn.
Okay, so those rats are still alive, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I need to kill them because I can't have feeding rats around my friend's body. So I'm going to cast Frostbite on... Well, yeah, I'm just going to cast Frostbite on the rats.
Okay.
Con save 14.
Save. That is a failure.
Yay! 1d6, and they get disadvantage on their next attack. Yay! Right. Finally.
The swarm of rats begins to lose its patience and crawls over to Pantok to begin eating him alive and force him into more death saving throws as Justina pellets them with a frostbite, and the last living rats scurry out of the field and run off into the distance. But they were about to start killing Pantok. I was kind of giving you guys as many things as I could before they go for the corpse. All right, and there is... you feel like you have cleared this field of any creatures that still live here. The rats don't leave a corpse because they were just a bunch of little corpses all over, and the last one's left. And there is still a violet fungus left in the middle of the field. But you have 2 lifeless bodies of your friends still remaining, and bodies of creatures to be searched.
I hate when the DM has to do that much stuff to keep us alive, you know? I feel like a failure anyways.
I didn't do that much, other than not having an enemy deliberately attack a downed creature, which is kind of a thing I don't do anyway unless they're literally intelligent creatures. I did have the enemies attack each other, but they have like -5 to all of their intelligence stats, so they literally are just looking for the nearest thing that has a heartbeat. So kiting the lifeless, the mindless enemies towards other enemies is totally a strategy. You guys just decided to brute force it and hit them in the face with your dicks, apparently.
Sad.
But I mean, I didn't cheat. I didn't fudge any rolls. They were all in the open. I had the enemies do what they would have done.
And now it's
I even-
canon.
I
Toddy
even-
has a dick.
I even threw a Gila monster at you halfway through the combat. But yeah, so combat is technically initiative's technically over. No, initiative is over. This thing is just a fungus now. So whatever you guys would like to do, your allies are stabilized. You are back in the reins.
I have 1
Oh,
HP
boy.
again.
No, you have 0 HP and you will be unconscious for an indeterminate number of hours.
Okay. Well,
Let me put it this way: the 2 conscious characters have the reins back.
Oh
So-
my god.
Wait, so is this fungus disengaged from us now? Is initiative over?
Yes, it is given up, and it has gone back to being a fungus in the middle of that.
I
tangle of stuff.
feel like we're supposed to kill all the pests in this field.
That
Yeah.
is the job you were given.
Okay, I cast frostbite on the fungus.
It squeals in terror as you burn it with your frostbite, and it succeeds on its saving throw. But now it slowly starts to lurch towards you, and that was its turn. What do you do? And Kara.
Go, Kara.
Um,
Shoot it.
I'm gonna move closer so I do not have disadvantage anymore. Closer to Justina. Not to that. Not to that.
That's that. How is that going to give you advantage?
Well, no. I meant to say so it doesn't give me disadvantage. Not
Yeah,
it gets me advantage.
How does that negate your disadvantage?
Your disadvantage is from the
Pack
sunlight.
tactic.
Pack tactics requires an ally to be next to the enemy.
Oh.
Like in melee with it.
And I have 2 HP, so I'm not getting next to that enemy.
Okay, fair enough.
We just need to keep attacking
boy,
it from a
I'll just-
distance. It can't
I'll
catch
just
up
keep
to us.
going. Swoop. Let me beat it up.
You're literally coup de grace an enemy that can't move more than 5 feet per round. So
Mhm.
Yeah, we just need to keep
not
attacking.
difficult.
Did that roll properly? I don't even.
What's your modifier to hit?
6.
It is impossible for you to miss that fungus unless you roll a natural 1. Roll your damage.
natural 1.
If that was a
Alright.
natural 1, it would miss. Alright, and it takes 1 damage. It squeals as your
Oh, no.
Not
Not
one
1
plus
damage.
4.
1 plus 4, so that's 5.
Alright. This continues for some time as it inches towards you and you guys stay out of range, and it dies somewhere over here in the field.
Oh.
You're shooting
Anyone
arrows,
else feel
and
like
I'm
Jake
blasting
is
with
trying
frostbite.
to rush us along?
You currently have 6 arrows remaining, and if you would like to gather some of your fallen arrows, you can go and gather them. How many arrows did you start with?
Let me see. I started with 18 arrows.
All right, so you have 6 remaining, and you can gather half of your arrows if you'd like to go around the field collecting them. There are also large corpses of creatures laying in the field.
I see. Okay. I want to go over here to the big spider boy that's dead, and I'm gonna slice him open because I want to see if I can gather its silk that, well, is probably within him. If not, then if there's any remaining silk in the field, then I would like to gather that as well.
All right. You don't see any usable silk in the field. It would all be tangled up and gnarled and matted. But make a survival check as you cut it open and look for its web sac thing that creates web.
That's
Cut through its butt.
yeah.
What about the leg spines? What about the eyes? What about the little like feet things at the end of their legs?
That's a 7. I don't think I'm finding too much.
All right, you dig through its body, and the green and black ichor drips down your hands as you dig and claw through it, and you find the web thing, whatever that's called, the spinneret or whatever.
Spinneret, I think.
And you find that you have completely gashed it open with your knife as you dug through it and rendered it useless. However, as you're looking through and you're looking at your hands through the ichor, you see another hand in the ichor that's not yours.
Whoa!
And it's just kind of a couple fingers are just kind of sticking out.
Oh, okay. I'd like to like pick up the hand, but I'm like picking it up and being like visibly disgusted. Like
It is
weak.
It is an indistinguishable humanoid hand,
Oh, no.
and it has a silver ring on one of its fingers.
It's the hand of Vecna.
Oh, it's the right
Dun,
hand
dun,
of
dun.
Vecna. Oh my god. There's a silver ring?
Mhm.
Oh,
on one of its
wow.
fingers that's not melted away by stomach acid.
Well, I'm gonna like take the ring off, but as I'm taking it off, it's kind of like stuck on the finger. So I'm like struggling for a minute, and then it finally pops off, but the stomach acid has already kind of dissolved the finger, so the finger pops off of it as well, and then the ring slips into my claws.
Exactly, that happens. I couldn't have described it any better. All right,
Okay, writing that down.
you got a nasty silver ring that you can write down as treasure.
Awesome.
I love how
And-
they're looking for fucking treasure before they're bringing us back up. Fucking assholes.
Hey, you
You
guys are
gotta
gonna
do what you gotta do.
you guys are gonna be asleep for the next 4 hours, whether we're in this field or an inn. So might as well look for shinies.
Yeah.
Jacina wants to search the lizard.
Remind me
how it
never
goes.
to commit crime with you, Nick.
How would you like to search this lizard, and what are you looking for, if anything?
I'm gonna take my scimitar and slice open its stomach and see if it's eaten anything cool.
All right,
Mhm.
you do so. You're not trying to harvest anything from its body. That's what the survival check is for. So you cut open its stomach, and you see rat skeletons and beetle carapaces and bits and pieces of different plant matter, and you don't find anything of any sort of value in its stomach.
Okay, then I want to cut off one of its paws to take as a trophy that I'm gonna dry out.
What?
Just as a trophy? Okay, you don't have to make a check for that. If you're not trying to recover it as craftable material, you can lop off one of its.
Is there
one of
crap?
its-
Okay.
Actually-
Do you guys want me to try to get alligator skin to make boots or whatever?
Hell
Hold on, I
yeah.
take it back, Nick. I do want to commit crime with you. You are exactly my type of person to take a trophy. Good trophies too, like hands.
But I would never commit a crime. So I would never commit a crime.
That's
but
why I said crime, not a crime. Crime. I want to
Multiple
commit
crimes.
crime with you.
I wanna try to harvest its lizard skin to make into boots and a belt.
All right, make a survival check.
Yay! I want to do anything that makes me get a check. I don't even care what it is. I just want to check.
Are you just using your scimitar?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
You start to peel its scales away from its skin, but every time you try to slice it away from you, you make another nick in the skin, and you just make this. It's just a big old gnarled mess of skin and blood and scales that are just falling all over.
Gross. I give up.
Yeah, you do. I mean, there's nothing to give up. It's all just mutilated. No.
I wipe off my scimitar in the shrubs, and I guess I want to go ahead and search the rest of the field. I want to search search the fungus creatures, and just look around and see if there's anything else in the field.
All right, which are you doing first?
I'll check the fungus next to me first.
Okay, what are you checking it for?
I'm just searching its mass for anything of interest.
All right, it doesn't seem like it has any sort of inner containment area like a stomach that it would be able to hide treasure in. It seems like it more just absorbs nutrients into itself like a mushroom. and there's nothing, without something specific you're looking for, there's nothing strange about it. It's just a giant pile of animated fungus.
Okay, then I think I'm just gonna check the field then.
All right. You walk around the field for a little bit, checking for any more creatures at 2 health, praying that this is all there was.
Yeah.
And after a few passes, you're pretty certain that you've cleared off all wildlife. It's killed, cleared, or scared away any wildlife that lives in this field.
Okay, and I didn't notice any other treasures or anything.
Make a perception check.
Yay! I already got the necklace.
Yeah.
Perception 4.
Other than that rat nest that you found, you don't find anything else that would seem to be useful.
Okay, after Kara finishes his stuff, then I'm going to suggest we carry our friends back to the inn. Are you you find anything, Kara?
I found a little ring. Very cool, very shiny. I was looking for silk, but found something even better than silk.
Oh,
Shiny.
cool. Okay, well then, let's grab our friends. I'll get Pantok. I think he's quite a bit heavier than Toddy. If you want to grab our other wizard, and we'll carry our dead wizards to the inn and let them rest. I think that's enough adventuring for the day.
Oh, Tati! I pick up Toddy and carry her back with just.
All right. You sling your allies over your shoulders and return from the field, beaten and battered, straight to the inn. And do you go, I guess you go up to your room?
Yeah.
Okay, as you walk past the bartender, he just shakes his head and says, "Rough morning, huh?"
Yeah, you could say that.
I did.
Just a little bug infestation, but we took care of it.
He says, I might have something you could help me with later, but you go take care of your friend for now.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
I think they're gonna be down for the day.
He says, yeah, it seems like it.
I'm back, and meanwhile, as we're being drug in, by our heels, Elmo's in the corner, and he's sitting there. His eyes goes wide. He spits out his ring. He goes, "Jesus Christ! Why did I sign up with them?"
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah.
kidding.
You don't see Elmo there, but no, that would be hilarious if he was. But no, he's not
Well,
there.
I don't see Elmo there.
Yeah,
I don't
you
see
don't.
anyone.
Okay, so you return your allies to their beds in the hostel, for which you technically haven't paid for another night, but it's not night yet, so you still kind of have the room. And what are you doing there? Are you gonna wait for them to wake up, or what are we doing?
How much is it for the actual room that has like 4 beds in it or something? What was that option again?
One moment. Two moments. In dormitory, there's one that's 2 gold a night. There's one that's 5 electrum a night. And there's one that's 1 gold a night.
What's the 5
the
electrum?
5 electrum has only 1 bed. Sorry.
And the 1 gold?
There's 2 rooms that are 1 person, 5 electrum. The 1 gold is 2 beds.
Okay, so Justina wants to pay the innkeeper for 1 gold
Okay.
for the 2 beds, so that we can put Pantok and Toddy into a private room, so that
Okay.
they can be undisturbed while they recover.
All right. One moment.
Should I go deduct the money?
Yes, please.
Okay, so Justina now has 4 gold remaining. And we're going to put Pantok and Justina into the double bed and put them each in a bed. I'll take care of Pantalk, and Kara can take care of Toddy. And Justina is going to kind of just tend to his wounds and bandage him up and whatever, meaningless actions. And then she's going to suggest to Kara, that we take a 1 hour short rest so that we can recover our own wounds. And that well, I don't know. Let's just do that and then see where things are, see if our friends are awake. If they're not, we could leave them here and go down and explore a little bit if we need to.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna put this map back, but this is the room that you guys get. It's right in the middle and across the hall from the dormitory. And so Justina and Pantalk, the one that's revealed.
I see them all revealed.
You don't see the drawing on it?
Nope.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Must be like underneath or something.
Still?
No, I don't see any blackness or anything.
That's not good.
You had it working.
That's how I was planning on using. That's how I was playing. You don't see any?
Nope, none.
I just drew some on there though.
Oh wait,
you don't
no.
See
I see a black spot here.
Oh, it drew on the. It drew on the map. No, hold on. That's weird because I see it just fine.
Is it a layer? Is it just too low or something? I just saw it get smaller. It's getting smaller.
That's something different. I'm trying to erase it, and it's not even erasing. That's not the thing. You see the map, right? You see the big white map?
Yep.
And there's no blackness on it. You see all the rooms revealed.
Correct. You can look at my stream if you don't believe me.
Okay, well, let me try something. This is important for later. Do you see this line I'm drawing?
No, I see your pencil moving, but no line is drawing.
How do you not see me drawing anything on it? What? Okay, but you can see this on this map.
Can I draw?
Why can't I? Oh, it's not locked right now.
I can draw. Can you see my drawing?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Stop.
It's all one stroke. It's all you have to do is Control Z.
Yeah, this is making sure. Does anyone else see the blackout on the map?
No.
You just see a whole completely revealed map?
Yes.
What about now?
See the other side. No drawing.
And it's just completely open.
Yep.
Okay, let me just snip this so you guys can see why I'm so exacerbated.
I believe you,
Exactly.
but I can't think of anything that would be causing that for you to see it, but we can't. That's really weird.
That I have no idea.
Oh.
Now, anything?
Nope.
This
No.
one?
That one I'd see
Yes.
black.
Okay. What about if I do this?
I see it getting
Nope.
smaller.
Oh, I bet it's because I attached the two maps. Hold on. Let me try something. Hold on. It was working last time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it worked on that other map that you brought up.
Sorry, this is going to be important for later. I want to make sure I figure out what it's doing. Okay, let me try this. And just tell me if this draws on it, if you can see it.
No.
No?
No. Draw on the map, on the bigger map. Yes, that works. It's
What
only
about
not.
this?
No.
What in the fuck is that? Bullshit. Okay, anyway, it doesn't matter. It's just an in. You guys are in. I'll figure it out. You guys are in the bedroom, and how long are you waiting, or what are you doing?
Okay, so I want to do a short rest with Kara so we can heal up with our hit dice.
Okay.
Okay,
So,
so I'm gonna
are you-
roll 1d8 plus, and then add that plus my con mod. Which one's the d8? This one. Okay, so I'm gonna roll. I haven't rolled it yet. It's not a 1. It's a 2.
Ugh.
It's not bad. Justina's con is +2, so I recover 4 hit points. So I recover 4, now I'm at 6. I'm not going to be doing any more fighting today anyway. And 0 hit dice. Okay. And Kara, you can do that too if you want. Roll
Yes.
a hit dice.
I am going to roll a hit dice.
Make sure you update your sheet that you have used up your hit dice. Oh, what experience did we get for that?
Oh, yes. The conscious players... I'm just kidding.
No! Oh, God.
Let's see. Hold on.
Yeah, but we get double, though. We get double XP because we get the XP, the conscious ones. We steal the XP from them, too.
Each of you gets 125 experience.
Woohoo!
Yippee! Halfway to level 2.
I'm at 150. Oh, yeah, you're right. Halfway.
What is it,
Hell
300
yeah.
for level 2?
Yep, it actually
Yeah.
says that on the sheet.
Okay, I'm gonna roll my hit dice.
Okay.
Now it's working. That's working.
Now it's working. Okay. I don't know why it wasn't before. But let me try. Is it moving with it?
Yep.
Okay. What if... Hold on. I haven't thought. Now?
Okay.
No.
I think it might just be that it doesn't work on the back of the cards.
Yeah.
Oh, I know what it is. Hold on. Sorry, Kara, go ahead.
I've healed 4 hit points.
4 hits. Okay, go ahead and mark that down. Let me check something. I think I might know what's been doing it. Oh, after an hour, Toddy wakes up. Pantok's still unconscious.
Oh, sweet. So Justina is gonna respond to Toddy when she wakes up and say, "Oh, it was a rough one out there, but we survived. You and Pantok were unconscious, but Kara and I dragged you back here to the inn. So you're safe, and the monsters are dead. And I think that we should just kind of hang out here and recover for the rest of the day." Oh, actually, we could do another 1 hour rest, and Toddy could roll their hit dice. I asked Toddy if they want to do that, if they want to spend an hour recovering their hit dice.
Toddy might be okay.
Okay, so Justina says, "Okay, Toddy, you go ahead and spend a few minutes coming to your senses. I'm gonna go down and check something with the innkeeper." Justina wants to go ask him about the quest he was offering.
Okay, now I do have a question for you. You said you're not going to be doing anything the rest of the day. I guess you'll be getting your hit.
Probably.
If you long rest, you're getting your hit dice back anyway, so it's totally fine if you want to just do that. But I was going to say, if you don't want to spend your hit dice, you're going to recover full HP. But a lot, it doesn't matter because you always get your max hit dice back. So
Yeah, I was
wouldn't worry
really
about
just, I'm pretty much planning on just sitting around until the end of the day, like spend the whole day in the inn recovering, and then the next day we'll be heal up again. But in case something crazy happened in the middle of the day, I want to go ahead and recover the hit dice. Because we get it back anyway when we long rest. So if we suddenly get interrupted and attacked, you know, I'd rather not be 1 hit point.
Yeah. Okay, so you want to go talk to the innkeeper and you approach him?
Hey there, you said that you might have a task for us. Our friends are starting to wake up upstairs, so seems like we might be looking for something to do after they recover. We just finished exterminating a bunch of pests in that farm field. What did you have in mind?
He says, "Oh well, nothing much, but you know, we've got some pests around the inn too. So I was just figuring, if you're taking on exterminator services now, I could send you to go hunt those vermins down. But yeah, it looks like y'all are kind of beat up, so I'm not gonna make you do that. It's not urgent. You know, if you wanna, whenever you guys are feeling better and want to come back and take care of that, you can go back to whoever sent you to do that and let them know that you finished the job at least, and then if you guys are free and don't have anything to do, you can come here and go hunting rats in my backyard.
Cool. Yeah, that sounds like something we might be interested in. How much are you paying for that service?
He says, "Oh, I could probably give you a couple gold a head, depending on how many of you there are to help. The work will go faster."
Cool. Okay. Well, yeah, that's probably something we're interested in. So thanks for the information.
Yeah, no problem. Now you all go rest up. Now you look pretty beat up.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so I think we're just gonna head on back to the room and wait for Pantok to wake up.
Okay. So you're just gonna wait for Pantok to wake up. That's fine. I'm just making sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me check my roll. After the 3rd hour, Pantok awakens with 1 hit point.
Yay. Okay, well, I propose that we just go ahead and hang out here for the day and get some food and water and just recover for the night and do a long rest and then start the next day fresh.
All right. You're not gonna go tell your guy that you completed your quest yet.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Toddy, are you back yet?
You probably want to wait for them to be back either way, but
Yeah.
okay. Question.
Yeah, we do want. Well, I really wanted to do another short rest so that Toddy and Pantok are not at 1 HP, and then head over to the quest guy and turn in the quest.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, there's no rush to let him know, but you might want to let him know so he can, because you guys are kind of like on a time crunch. He's got to let the council know that you did the job. So if you wait till the last minute, he might be like, "Oh, sorry, it was too short notice."
Zach, do you want to roll a hit die and recover for Toddy's HP? Just roll a 1d6 and add your Constitution modifier.
I mean, we can stop here if you want. It's already late anyway, so we could just call it for now. Yeah, let's call it here. We're resting, and we'll move on to the rest of the stuff later.
Okay, cool. All right, well, we'll end it here. Thanks, guys. And next week, we'll play probably my game. So, yeah, that's the plan.
Sounds good. This is a good place to stop it. Please don't leave the game after you end the stream.
Leave the tabletop?
Don't leave the tabletop.
Okay. I'm ending the stream, and I'm staying in tabletop. So, okay, goodbye,